Happy birthday, they all shout loud. You're older now, stand up, be proud. But your back says no.
Defense rest, welcome. I'd be down for helping your uncle. Let me know what I can.
Kudos to Jody, who's like the most amazing creature in the world.
Find that you're up in the middle of the night. I'm going to rip a new one.
Honey, I got one. I made my own. And I can't help who likes it and who don't. My bank account likes it, and that's all that matters.
So how did you meet your husband?
I went up to him and said, you know the difference between me and a mosquito? A mosquito stops sucking when you slap it.
And what did you mean when you told him he was going to be dodging dicks for the next 50 years?
Bullshit. Bullshit, Gavin.
Rest in
Bullshit.
there with the anniversary. We also saw the defense rest in there. Started. Lick is my middle name. This is the defense rest.
Well, Dick, here's the deal. I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss excellence. If you ain't first, you're last. You know?
Hello. Welcome. How are you, Mr. Caviar? In fact, you're the only one that caught the end of that. And I spent fucking ages doing that. So you know what? You bitches, I got to watch that again from the start. That's happening. Hello. Thank you. Welcome. It appears that everyone's left the Karen Reid chat and gone to Brian Walsh. I'm missing you. Yay! Oh, goody. Everybody's here. Thank you, darling. Thank you. I'm 30 plus 24. 30 plus 24. I'm not old. I was like, this is stuff. Yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah. 7 a.m. your time, yeah? Yes. Yeah. Did you shit the bed? Now, because you're all late, thank you. You're going to have to put up with this again because it's fucking funny. I reckon, anyway.
Happy birthday, they all shout loud. You're older now, stand up, be proud. But your back says no.
Defense rest, welcome. I'd be down for helping your uncle. Let me know what I can.
Kudos to Jody, who's like the most amazing creature in the world.
Find that you're up in the middle of the night. I'm going to rip a new one.
Honey, I got one. I made my own. And I can't help who likes it and who don't. My bank account likes it, and that's all that matters.
So how did you meet your husband?
I went up to him and said, you know the difference between me and a mosquito? A mosquito stops sucking when you slap it.
And what did you mean when you told him he was going to be dodging dicks for the next 50 years?
Bullshit. Bullshit, Gavin.
Rest in
Bullshit.
there with the anniversary. We also saw the defense rest in there. Started. Lick is my middle name. This is the defense rest.
Wasn't me. Your business. Mr. Tucker. Oh, guys. Yep.
Well, Dick, here's the deal. I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I
Yep.
mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss
Morning,
excellence.
not pissing.
If you ain't first, you're last.
You're loud. How many times did I play that during the trial? I fucking love it. Oh dear. Now, because it's my birthday, you have to watch my version of porn. Okay? Ready? There we go. Yep. I am obsessed with this man. Hello, darling. You're a darling. Oh, he did. He did. Yes. Yes. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame you caught that late because it was actually the deal that he got unheard of. Yeah. Yeah. That's going to play pretty much the entire time because it's my fucking birthday. And he is a fucking god. You need to watch that. Yes, I mean, they never got to the second trial because Mansfield. Why am I looking the wrong way? Hang on. I'm reversed. I'm in a Sally Port. Hang on. We don't want that. We want camera. That's better. Yeah. Oh, kind of. Hello over there. Maybe it was better the other way. Fuck. I will say that I did have a fantastic day, and I'm sorry that I haven't gotten back to everyone's emails and fucking shit, but they are great, aren't they? Oh, did you? I've messaged him a little bit on Facebook, but I think he's busy working. Yeah, I've been nagging him to catch up. So there's a story in that Curviel that we was doing a stream one night, and unbeknownst to me, the other creator I was working with at the time had organised for Tya to give me a call from Key West, from the prison. And it was like 2:30 in the morning here because I was streaming live. I'm so low. And my phone rings and I instantly think it's a fucking telemarketer. So I ignore it. And she's saying, answer it. And I picked it up and there's a message and I get this, you have a call from Maricopa County Jail. Like, fuck. But luckily he rang back. So very close to that case. Very close. Another one who was a victim of corruption. Seems to be the going theme around here lately. And yes, the Felix is my little bedside buddy. He's the only one that tries to get into my undies. No, that sounds ridiculous, but he has separation anxiety somewhat. And if I am indisposed, he likes to sleep inside my pajama bottoms. Freak of a cat. Normally I miss streams due to time when I'm up. Yes, I mean 7 a.m. on a Saturday. Sorry, it's fucking Friday there, isn't it? Is it? Oh, I've lost a day. Saturday morning, isn't it? Because it's Saturday night here. Yes. God. I don't know. I have had a massive couple of days. I was out all day yesterday. Tanya took me out for a yum cha lunch, which was delicious. And then we had leftovers for dinner. And then between that, I went and got my nailies done. To which she paid for fucking everything, the little cow. Yes, I keep in touch with him on Facebook when I get on there. I don't get on as often as I'd like to, but I don't get off as often as I'd like to either. Yep, it's one of those days. Oh, yes, happy. It's sad when they outgrow that. Then again, I'm glad my one outgrew that is he's like absolute monster of a feline, I think. Yes. So I've got four cats. Finn is the oldest. He was the white one, the big fat white one. He's about 10 kilos. Felix is the black one, the tuxedo. He's 3. and he's mummy's boy. He sleeps beside my head. And then I have Clumsy, which was an ex-boyfriend's cat that liked me better. Can you blame him? And Moo, well, Claudia, spelled with a W. I call her Moo because she's a princess, and every time I used to call her, I'd call her Missy Moo because she was the only girl. So, yeah, it got sorted to Moo Moo. But, are you going to tux as well? I woke up this morning literally on my side with my left arm wedged between his back legs, and I must have fallen asleep scratching his belly. That's how I woke up this morning. Hello, darling. I was just talking you up, saying how much you spoilt me the last 2 days. Turd. And I'm making them watch. I would have the sound on, but I'll get pinged. It's a great song. The Sound of Silence. Ironic. Yes, he's my boy. Although, don't ever listen to him do an interview. It spoils the fucking fantasy. He's so fucking hot. But don't open your mouth. Just shut up. Don't say my name, bitch. Don't. You know. Yep. Just dress like that. The camel, the camel jacket is my favourite, and the black skinny jeans. That's all right too. Look, I really don't care what he wears or doesn't wear, to be honest. So, I have here my birthday cherries, my birthday watermelon, and my peppermint tea. And I, for my vapes, happy as a jigger and shit. Yeah. Yep. Prairie didn't wear. Yeah, me too. I probably should find another one. Oh, hello. There we go. Change it up a bit. I was actually watching. Have you all been watching the Brian Walsh? Excuse me. I did mean to watch it, but I can't get into it. I can't. I fucking can't, eh? It's, yeah, I think it's, no offense to Anna, but I think they're taking the piss. I really do. Yeah. It's, I think Brian is taking the piss. I mean, like, just, I don't understand how he can plead guilty to the dismemberment and disposal of the body. And I honestly believe that it's a tactical move on the defence's behalf. There's that camel jacket. Park. Sorry. I think there might be a tactical reason that they did that. Because, and correct me if I'm wrong, you might know this, Kerville. Obviously, they can't bring in to the trial then anything to do with the dismemberment and the removal of the body, correct? Seeing as he's pleaded guilty. And they're not to know that he's pleaded guilty to that either. So how do you prove then that he actually murdered her when there is absolutely no evidence and we can't discuss how the body was removed? I'm thinking hung jury or acquittal. Like, where do you go from there? Just saying. 100% tactical. There you go. See, I'm not silly. Maybe if they keep the jury from knowing that, it might help him. There you go. Did they? They showed the video. But then that's still not proof that, could they say that there was a body in there? No. It could be just anything. That reminds me of it. Do you remember back? I'm talking like 80s, like late 80s, maybe early 90s. There was the Cartoon Connection, and they had a Thomas the Tank Engine skit on there, and they'd take the piss out of Thomas the Tank Engine. And in this particular skit, Thomas had a stutter. And so there was one bit that they said, snuff movies with violence in them these days. Funniest fucking shit you've ever seen, apart from Monty Python. Oh dear. I'll have to look that up one day. I am just keeping an eye on Appalachian Dreamers, because they are going live this morning with a conspiracy stream, which looks schmick. Oh, I've been helping them with a bit of their graphics. Oh, I didn't say that. They showed all the tools, bloody towels, clean up stuff they recovered, and they show bone. Oh, really? So were the pictures like? Did they show that it had, like, you could see blood on it, or were they all clean? I know that he went down and spent a shit ton at, where was it? One of the Walmarts or something. Video of him with the heavy bag being put in the dumpster with the property manager stating it was empty this morning was waste management. Yeah. The only thing that I've watched of it is what I caught this morning, and I'll share it with you now. Mr. Loophole Lawyer. I might actually fasten this up because he's funny. Oh, Jesus. Change the layout of this. Okay. Go with that. And play.
Concerned that maybe he had found out.
This is Anna's lover, apparently. Yeah, well, how do we claim jury tampering on this one? So do you know who's being called, like, as far as the investigators? Is it Proctor and Bukaki and Tully? Anyone? I watch Vince's face when he's watching this video. It cracks me up.
And was calling to confront me. We went back to my home in Washington.
And did you spend the night there together?
We did celebrate New Year's and discuss our 1, 3, 5, and 10 year plans.
I'm a special education teacher and a bar instructor. You work all your muscles in your body, working your thigh muscles.
How often would you?
That chick reminds me of, is it 902? Not 90210. What was that one where Ariana and the two Toms and was an offshoot of Beverly Hills Housewives? Oh, Christ. Okay. And Tully as well, apparently, is it? Garino. Mm-hmm. Garino. Yeah, watch Vince's faces.
Then confidants. And before
And what the fuck? What the fuck is fucking this? Is this a new gym type of thing? Like, that this chick's, is it bar gym?
An intimate relationship.
Does it give you a bar,
of your
or
relationship with
you
Anna,
get a
how
chocolate
quickly
when you
did
can-
it go from friends to more than friends?
Fairly quickly.
So were you intimate with her after a week, after a month? When did you start becoming intimate?
To be honest, I don't even remember the exact moment. I know it was very shortly after her move to Washington, D.C.
This dopey realtor and Anna broke the #1 rule when having an affair. never have one with someone that's not also married. He was just recently single, and that led to a lot of these issues.
What was your marital status at that time?
I was separated.
Does anyone
And do you
think
have children, sir?
I do.
Tell me about the types of
the voice of the fucking attorney? She sounds like, I don't know whether he's adjusted it or if it's AI. Just sounds wrong.
things that you and Anna did in the course of your relationship.
Missionary, reverse cowgirl.
Go out to dinner, go to bars. She would accompany me to functions. I have a boat in Annapolis. She would come sailing with me. We did a couple of fitness dates together, see movies, those sorts of things.
What do you mean by fitness dates?
Anna was very active.
I'm going to pause
physically,
here and
being
say,
in shape was very
yes, you fucking rock the defense rests.
Oh, thank you.
important to her.
And how long have you owned the bar method in Hingham Center?
Since
The
September
bar
of 2021, I opened the studio.
Is that a new?
And how many bar
technique
methods
or
are in
like-
the United States?
I think at this point about 100.
This witness owns a bar fitness location, which Anna used to frequent when she was up in Boston.
She
Bullshit.
purchased a Club Bar
Bullshit.
Unlimited membership, which allowed her to take as many classes as she wanted during the month for a fixed price.
In December of 2022, how often would Anna Walsh attend bar method?
So she would be coming whenever
The
she was
bar
in
method.
town.
And apparently also when
Didn't
she was
she?
out of town.
She was doing quite a bit of traveling back and forth to DC at that time. So I think she was
So he's
there
pulled it
3
up.
or 4 times at least whenever she could come in, she wanted to be there.
I hosted a outdoor yoga event that she had attended on multiple occasions.
When you say Anna was very active, what do you mean by that?
She was very focused
Yeah, get
on
on to the
staying
next
in shape, recovering from her.
This chick
multiple
reminds me of
pregnancies.
the.
Hello, sign me up.
So how long have you been an instructor for bar method?
So I started working there in about 2010.
How do you become
Looks
an
like
instructor for bar method?
That's easy. Just be extraordinary good looking, and the rest we'll figure out later.
Go through an intensive training. You have to take an anatomy
Beverly
exam.
House.
I wonder who has that job of administering that exam.
Were you familiar with Anna Walsh?
Yes, when I first met her, she was on a nip.
Where did you first meet Anna Nip?
One of the characteristics of bar method, that particular franchise that this woman worked for, was they were allowed to call their clients by a first name and a nickname, and they named her Anna Nip.
The bar method in Boston.
Well, did you ever see her at a different job that you might have had in Boston?
Yes, she had come to one of the Celtics games that I was working at.
What did you do for the Celtics?
Obviously, she was in the accounting department.
I was a dancer.
What is going on?
I've
type
got
of
that.
interactions
I've got
did you-
that. I've got that right here. I was brainstorming last night for some merch ideas, right? Because that's what my brain does. And I don't want to go with the traditional, the defense rest bullshit. I mean, yes, I can have a fucking TDR or something on there, but I thought it'd be funny to make some funny ones. So maybe I should do this might do 4 at a time, maybe in a poll, perhaps, because there's a few of them. So I've got, this is my second rodeo. I call bullshit. I've got a good one of that. I could actually even just put this on, a cup or a hat. There we go. Come on. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? There. Oh, hang on. Wrong one. Yep. I like that one. Then there is hashtag lurker. Oh, this is I won the dipshit award. I suffer from potty mouth. Less shit, more grit. Hashtag dipshit. Front row to the shit show. Less gag, more shag. Where are we? All the good shit happens in Florida. Say my name, bitch. Hashtag no drama. Guilty AF. Trolls be trolling. Haters be hating. I support the bowel movement. Bitch, please. Excuse me. I wear the pants in this family, if that's okay with you. Then I went into some serious ones. Oh, I'll allow it. Was another one. I suppose I could put some of the avatars on there too, couldn't I? Although I have to ask my creative director, Tanya. I'll allow it, yes. Or McAlbert McMuffins, I don't know. Yes. I did have some other ones, but I suffer from potty mouth syndrome. Did I say that one? Yeah. Funny. So has everyone watched the speaking of drama, the bullshit going on with Turtle Boy and Lindsay and fucking Krusty Panties and anyone else that he wants to name a funny name?
You have with her during the class?
During the class, I was instructing her.
Oh,
I was giving verbal adjustments,
Do you know
hand-on
what?
adjustments. Yes.
I honestly think that it's all fucking set up. It's all set up. They've got fucking low content. They've got a lull in their content, and they need to make some shit happen and get some fucking clicks back. And yeah, who wins? Turtle Boy, Krusty, and everyone following him. Really? Yeah. So the link to this stream is at the top of the chat. If anyone wants to jump up and join, make yourself at home. Oops, skipped one. Sorry. It works. Exactly. Yeah. Oh, are they? It's starting to. Yeah. I mean, he came on the first time and said, I'm going to address this once, and then I'm not speaking of it again. And then after the fourth time, I'm like, really, bitch? I mean, sure, get your side out, but you can make your point in under, 12 hours? At least, surely. And that doesn't even include the Twitter shit. That's why I hate Twitter. I hate it. I only go on there to post shit to publish or find out why court TV is running late. Pretty much. This shit cracks me up.
Join today. You work a portion of your seat, you go into curl,
Your
and
seat.
there's some stretching in between.
How did Anna Walsh perform during that class?
So she was a powerhouse. Clients are given the option
Your face
during
cracks
my
me up.
setup that they can do push-ups on their hands and knees, hands and feet, or up at the bar for a modification.
I think I'm going to choose on my hands and knees when I go to class.
She was doing the push-ups on the balls of her feet,
Yes.
on her hands.
Yes. And now, look, I don't, like, she was, I can't believe that she recorded shit from all that time. It's just dodgy as fuck. Yes. The court docs from a previous boyfriend. Oh, have they? Oh, yes. I heard Turtle Boy mention those, or what she did to him, because he lost his job, didn't he? And he was coming out to Australia. And she leaked some shit or something. Is that right? And he got warned, and then it happened again. What's the McAlbert's channel? Huh? Is there a McAlbert's channel? You don't mean their GoFundMe? I thought so. Yes. Yeah. She's a cunt. Sorry, she is. Yep. See, this is why you don't fucking date hot chicks. This is why you date fat ugly ones. They're keen to fucking please, all right? There is a channel with 4 ladies. Really? For the McAlberts? Oh, you're gonna have to send me that link. Sorry. That shit's happening. Here we go. Go on. Drop the link. I just wrenched you up. Everybody else did you pay as well. We'll have a look at it. Now, I reckon let's time it. 10, 9, 8. This man and his clips and his links, he is like the quickest, what is it, Wile E. Coyote. One moment. I'll allow it. Would you like some elevator music? While we wait. How about something that I prepared earlier? Come on, scroll down. Why don't you scroll, you stupid mouse? Come on, move it. What the fuck? Come on. Why don't you scroll? The hell's going on? What? Can't get down to my music. Hold, please. No, I can't get down there. Motherfucker. Yep. I had to do a wrench wench one, I reckon. Wrench polished tick. What the fuck is wrong with this? It's got me fucked. It's got me fucked, it has. I can't get down to my songs. Ah, I know. So 13 months ago, I hit 500 subs, because that's when the memberships were allowed. Is that right? Because I didn't get monetized till April this year. Is that right? Someone reminded me. Obviously, my brain. My sister rang me this afternoon, and she was telling me the story about one of her housemates, and she was saying, talking like I knew what she was talking about. No fucking idea what she was on about. And she's like, "What? You don't remember my housemate from 25 years ago?" No. Obviously, I put it in my give a shit file and filed it. What do you do? So I've been on for 18 months then. 5. Yeah, I have. So whilst we're talking about that, anyone seen yesterday, we're actually talking about Mandy, and her channel's down. It's gone completely. And then Tan was a member. She got gifted a membership, and she got an email saying that the membership had been paused and no money had been taken out. Yeah. So Miss Mandy's gone. And what about Christine? Has anyone heard from Christine at all? Is Elizabeth still here? I don't think so. I forgot to see the link at the top, actually. Let me just check Appalachian Dreamers, because I don't know what time they're starting. No. Actually, we could watch a bit of this. It's really sad. This girl,
And
Smokahontas, she is how is she? That's it. This was from their stream a couple of days ago. And I think this chick, Smokahontas, is either an ex-CPS worker or has done some research on it. Okay, I'll have a look. See, and whilst I'm waiting, just have a listen. This is the women I've been working with in Letcher County in Kentucky, and they have a guest on who I think works for CPS, but she'll explain it in a second. And this is a stream they did the other night. Christina said she was going to lay low for a little bit. She would come on, Channel and some others down the road. Oh no, I'm talking about Christina. I was talking about Christine Fortunato, another YouTuber that only small, but she got KO'd off YouTube. Yeah. Yes. All good. So watch this, and I will go and have a look at that DM.
Full-time job. That's illegal. They can't make you go to work full-time. They can't make you go to
This
work,
is-
period.
yeah.
If you have others supporting yourself or other people who help you support your family, then they cannot force you into that's forced labor. That's slavery. They can't do that. Then you've also got your document, like legal aid organizations, pro bono attorneys that provide critical support. We've ran into quite a few advocates doing this that volunteer their time. They're like retired social workers, and they volunteer their time and will travel and come and go to court with people to be a
Where are
witness
we?
and an advocate in the courtroom.
Sorry, Tya. Okay. We'll see that. Hang on, I'll embiggen it. Better. Donate at defendingthetruth.org, for fuck's sake. Are you shitting me? Okie dokie.
Katie, hey sweetheart. Katie, if you even mentioned,
I don't know who. Why would you have a sleeper channel? I mean, who would do that?
my name
Not me.
in the course of your job, I can promise
Oh, was he?
you.
I've
on
watched
your
him for
wedding
ages.
day, you will think of me.
Fuck.
And from forever then on.
Who the fuck is this?
If this happens to be true. But if it's not, you'll never. If it's not true, you'll never see me. But if it is, I can't wait till you have kids. Oh, please.
The
Sorry.
fuck?
Please. I have so many thoughts and ideas.
You fucking weirdo.
I'm praying. I'm praying that it's true. I need a new hobby.
What? Oh, pedo in the making? I said that out loud, didn't I? Oops. Oh.
All right. Welcome, guys. How is everyone?
The fuck is that on the bottom? What's this? What's this shit?
I'm Tuesday.
What's this shit?
And with
What's this? Look. Like she's got no arms. Oh, look. I've set up my green screen and I've placed myself in the center.
me here is the lovely Julie Carpenter. I have Carrie Lama and
Carrie
my
Lama.
Ginny Jams, or known as Jam Jams. And we have a little bit of housekeeping to do before we start. And I'm just going to pass it on to Julie. Maybe you can touch base.
Why don't you have your names on there?
Yep. So we had a
Say your name, bitch.
YouTuber who leveled a pretty serious accusation at us. This person stated that we had doxed their children, which is completely false. We have not doxed anyone's child. It's happened to me. My child was doxed. It's not something that we condone. I would welcome from this person.
Not any lag there.
They are supposedly not on Twitter, but they seem to know everything that's going on Twitter. So if you could find a channel to get to me this proof that you have that your child was doxed, I would love to publicly denounce it because it's not something we support, condone, or anything that we would do.
Why do they not have their names up there?
I'm appalled by that person's statement, the blatant statement, and I have never doxed anyone. I am a proponent against doxing. I think people deserve their privacy.
The fucking funniest meme I got today. The fucking funniest. Okay. It's called, you ready? It's called incontinence. It means that you can't control how you use the word cunt. Incontinence. Oh, I nearly peed my pants. Remember I was like one of those. Yes, but you had the plastic over it. Yes, so the lace, but then we had the plastic over the top. Because my family's wog, so everything had plastic over it. Doilies and fucking plastic. Who are these bitches?
So it's a pretty bold
Karen's Pinocchio
assertion to make. So, but with that said, I do want to
incontinence
talk about a little bit on the attorneys on YouTube. There are some really fantastic attorneys to follow. There are some I would not recommend.
Can someone keep an eye on Tya's stream so I don't miss it?
I think it's important to find the right source when you're watching a trial. One of my pet peeves is trial attorneys who stream trials and they talk in the middle of testimony and they'll pause testimony and they'll give their own opinion to their
what the
viewers
fuck's wrong with that?
instead of allowing their own viewers to internalize the testimony themselves and analyze it. I think it's a little condescending and arrogant to do.
I think you're a fuckwit, lady. Sorry. Don't fucking watch them then. Go and watch court TV. Yeah. The same.
But I do recommend there are some great attorneys to follow. I like Matt to Panic. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. He's so refreshing. And Scott Reish, I don't know if I'm saying his last name, but he does Crime Talk. I believe he is streaming the Walsh case right now.
Oh, so is everyone else.
And
sounds original then.
Unbiased, very, very professional. And of course, I mentioned last time, note my objection. She actually is going to kind of follow the civil trial that's going on.
Tell me you're not going to put mass media
and all the witnesses. No. She has no attachment to either side. She seems to try really, really hard to remain neutral. And I find her to be a really good teacher regarding the legal system. And I think that's a perk for online attorneys is they can really be a great asset of just being educational, helping us. Analyze.
That's why they pause the fucking commentary. They pause the testimony to give their opinion, and maybe a little bit of insight and education could actually transpire in those cases. You know, just saying.
Cases and trials, and
without,
other attorneys online will be flipping the camera off. They'll be counting costs.
I'll spin it back when she
when
she shuts up.
How many times a judge is coughing and saying that they're doing it because they're corrupt and they're trying to send a secret signal to a prosecutor. I mean, there are some wild statements out there. So I say,
why can't these fuckers just let it go? Like, really, it's fucking over. Move the fuck on. Go. Just go. Like, Don't be hunting down free Karen Reid fucking chats and inserting yourself saying shit like, the evidence is overwhelming, or innocent is different to not guilty. Like, fuck off. Fuck off. Seriously. Just saying.
Some really great lawyers. There's also the Prosecutors Podcast, Alice and Brett. I do really, really love them. They don't YouTube unless you're on Patreon, and you can watch them do their podcast on like a private YouTube channel. But other than that, that's the housekeeping for today. We are going to dive right into the lawsuit that Karen Reid filed against witnesses.
It was hip
and
shock and
I
horror.
should bring it up. I'm learning how to use all this stuff right now.
Shock.
So,
Whoops, sorry, you guys. I did not mean to put that up there, and I don't know how to get it up.
what's it up?
No.
If you press on a comment,
I
it'll bring it up.
knew.
Oh, is he?
Okay, so the Glare is streaming this live, which is actually against YouTube policy. So feel free to go report his account.
Fuck off, it is.
I mean, clearly he has nothing better to do.
YouTube
I think he
policies.
has any original content.
Fair
That's what
use.
he does. He just restreams
reaction.
people
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
That's
look.
okay. Yeah, report him if you guys can. Thank you guys so much. All right.
Report
so
him.
I am. Oh, why can't I see this now?
Because you're a fuckwit.
So
That's
it
why.
says the filing is up. Do you guys see it? No.
No.
Give me one
Yeah,
second.
so I can see it in the little box, but I can't see it on the screen.
I wonder if it's because
Yeah.
our screen.
There you go.
Okay.
Oh, you haven't worked out how to use the
Okay, so
interwebs? No.
We. Oh.
Exactly.
So filing,
Like,
and I
they're
think
fucking
what
idiots.
is important. I'm actually gonna click out of it and back to us real quickly. I think what.
We're real professionals.
We're learning. Glare, it's not for use when it's live. It's actually against the YouTube policy. You can stream it when it's over.
Fuck off.
By all
Is he
means,
in
go
the-
ahead.
is he in the chat now?
Someone just said he says it's fair use. Fair use.
Oh.
My
It is
sir
fair use.
gentleman is not when it's live. Okay.
Fuck off.
So what is when we're looking at the document, the
Let's have a look
lawsuit,
at the
what is
comments.
in the document is important, but even more important
That'd be the
is
best
what's
bit.
not in the document. So omissions are lies.
He's been
or
hiding in the
violations
free Karen
by
Reid
method
chat
training,
in
statement analysis,
in
and I'm
Discord with
one of the
me.
most common ways people lie. And
I
it's an
stole
easy way to
him.
lie. It can help create a storyline and remove context from things. So when we look at Karen's lawsuit, which is about 40 something pages, and in this lawsuit, she is telling her story of what she's asserting happened.
Oh
that
my
night,
lord! Now
what
they've got me. 4 intelligent ladies who tell it how it is. Magnificent. Oh, hang on. I've got a fucking thing for that. Where is it?
One look at you, and I know that you are an idiot.
witnesses did and how Dawn died.
I love it.
And nowhere in this document does she ever mention her text stream data of her vehicle. And one would say this is
It doesn't
very
matter.
important information.
You know
for
why?
Someone who
Because he wasn't fucking hit by a car. Yeah. Simples.
was there dropping John off, right? That's her story. And she doesn't want to mention some of the main evidence. And
The
I am
main
going to
evidence?
bring up
The main evidence.
this for us. And again, I
know.
truly appreciate your guys' patience as I'm learning to do this.
Yep. We have so much fun here.
Second here.
Because I'm an idiot.
So
Actually,
for the
because I
SCB
did.
data. Okay. So, oh no, how did that work? Oh,
I didn't mean that to come out how it sounded.
why is this not showing?
It was just on there.
See, I don't even need to drink
Hold on.
to be a dickhead. Fact and
That
fact
is
and
really
fact.
weird.
And a dash of facts. Mhm.
Let me see if I can take us off. There we go.
Oh, there you go.
Whatever. Okay. So what we have here, so the things that are not mentioned by Karen is her vehicle data. So
Even if a ring video appeared showing she hit him, or if she fully confessed on camera, her followers wouldn't believe it. And even if a video didn't exist of her hitting him, and she didn't confess on camera, the aunties wouldn't believe it either. This case stopped being about facts or understanding the expert witnesses a long time ago. The jury was tainted by false innocent projects and cops can't be trusted rhetoric. That's why they've still got their jobs, you fuckhead. You can distribute facts until you're blue in the face or blue on the arm. But unless you expose Karen and her entourage for their calculated campaign, the next jury is going to vote the same way. You know what? Funnily enough, they will, because he wasn't hit by a fucking car.
So Dr. Welcher, who is a
dickhead
constructionist, he's a biomechanics engineer.
Welcher.
He was testifying regarding the trigger events of the vehicle. And
Welcher was prosecution aperture. Yes? Yes. Fuckwit in the blue. What's his name? Mel Gibson, look up, like, try hard. That's the one. That's the one, yes. So the vehicle black box records time, but doesn't record them as time stamps. The expert has to manually compare and connect the vehicle info to the other known variables, right? Yes. So did he drive the car backwards at 34 miles an hour for 82 feet? No. Did he lean in to a car doing 2 miles in reverse with blue paint? Yeah. There's nothing scientific about that. Nothing. And the Breefield, yeah. Just saying.
he did this by matching up. He did this several different ways, actually. And one of those was he matched up Karen's vehicle mileage with her known locations of the night that John had passed away. And I'm going to switch over real quickly to the other. This one will give us a better.
And they actually bring up Shannon Burgess. Really? Mr. Credible.
This is.
Does it?
There's got to be a better way to do this. Okay.
Didn't the there's something in my memory about a pre-trial motion. I'm not sure if it was before the first or the second trial, and the defense were arcing up because the person that removed the what do you call it, the live stream data box damaged it in some way, and they wanted someone there with them from the defense when they removed it. Yeah. Is that ringing a bell with anyone? I thought there was an issue with it being removed, and Bev vetoed the motion or some shit. Anyone? No. Yes. So I wasn't wrong. Okay, cool. Correct. All right. ECU. Yeah. Well, it's explained. ECU. Electrical something unit. Electrical. I don't know. The brains.
All right. So Karen actually says in one of her interviews, and one of the officers also testified to it, is
does that black box thing, does it record? It's supposed to record events, isn't it? Like critical events, like if she hit something, like trigger events. Yeah, is that? Okay, that's what they bring up, trigger shit. Steering wheel degree changes, reverse motion, distance, and then forward motion again. Okay. Because 8 minutes, 5 seconds after the 3-point turn. Now, that 3-point turn was actually done on the other fucking road before she turned in, and Ryan Nagel gave way to her before they turned into Fairview. Yeah. And nothing showed. Yeah, there was no airbag deployment. There was no seatbelt engagement. There was no... Karen never had any seatbelt bruising. No. Nothing.
Is that she made a 3-point turn. If you
Yes,
recall, if you're familiar with the case, or if you're not. So when Karen and John had left the bar and they were driving to 34 Fairview, they actually missed the turn to turn onto Fairview Road.
Oh, they did
And so she ended up
too.
making a 3-point
Well done.
turn to go back
10
around
points.
and then make a right onto Fairview. So we have that knowledge, right? That is a data point that they were able to work off of to understand where, when you're looking at the car, when she actually made that 3-point turn and what happened in sequence with that. So the vehicle itself has something called trigger events. And these trigger events will capture certain movements of the wheel.
I think I need to bring up that timeline.
So Dr. Welter actually points out here that
because
two
it
triggers.
is
Trigger one,
fucking
he was able to
amazing.
match up to the 3-point turn that Karen made and flipped around. And they could tell this by the way her steering wheel degree changed, her reverse motion, her distance, then her forward motion again. And they were able to connect this to John's geolocation on his phone. So this was a puzzle piece that was matched up. So 8 minutes later, 8 minutes and 5 seconds later, after that 3-point turn is trigger 2. So the data shows that Karen's vehicle moved forward a bit, and then it recorded her reversing 87 feet at 74.5% throttle. And trigger events don't actually capture the completion of an activity.
And it doesn't
so
capture
her
wheel
reverse
spinning
mode
either.
could actually have been longer. What happens is a trigger event will, let's see if I can put us back on here. So a trigger event will record a moment, and then it will capture seconds before that moment and seconds after that moment. It doesn't continue recording until the action is done, basically. It's like a picture that kind of captures around it. And
10 seconds before, 10 seconds after, right?
I think it was
Something
less
like
than that. I believe it was
Susan
3 to 5, yeah.
What did I remember?
So 74.5% throttle in reverse.
Did she testify?
8 minutes after that.
Or was she just part of the
and
pre-trial
no one
shit?
contested this, by the way, in trial, because there was no one to contest this tech stream data. And this came directly from her vehicle. The defense team had, experts there as well when they were doing this data chip and doing all this stuff. So there is no explanation for this. After the trial had ended, Alan Jackson did an interview and was asked about this. And he said, I don't know. I mean, we really don't know when she reversed. It could have been any time on her way home to John's house. Maybe she reversed if a snowplow came towards her. This has never been in any of their documents. This has never been a thing. So their explanation for this is really a no explanation. Karen never talked about this. And
because there's nothing to fucking talk about, you dipshit.
At near 75% throttle. That's an intense reverse.
Yeah.
So we have a big question mark there.
Compatible with wheels spinning in the snow.
I just wanted to add real quickly and play this one clip, and then we'll move on to the next topic.
Online, because this is
I have
gold.
Do you go in reverse 24 miles an hour?
Lucy Goosey, where are you?
The data is what the data is, and it's going to come out cleanly, more cleanly.
So Karen calls it the data is the data, in that it will come out more cleanly. Well, her experts never even touched this data that I recall at all. And for those of you guys who may not have followed me or anything like that, I documented the trial every single day. I really try to do my best with both sides of the case, just so we have access to all the information and easy to read. You can go to my Substack. There's no cost. There's no charges. I haven't taken a penny from anything for this trial. It's there if you guys want to reference.
On my Substack. Okay, shut up. Thank you. Okay, now if you're not familiar with Sleuthy Goosey is the fucking bomb when it comes to. Okay, I'm gonna have to make that bigger. Timelines and shit, and she has got this down to getting there. Come on, that's better. Oops. Ah, fuck yeah. Wrong button. Okay. That's probably too big now. Now she has done it. Not only has she put in the exact times. Come on. But she goes into the Apple Health data at the bottom here. She goes into the witness list. She goes into trial 1 and all the exhibits. And the timestamps for each testimony. Yeah. Each one. It will take you directly there. Trial 2, every one of them. Trial 1's exhibit list. Additional stuff and witness interviews. But wait, there's more. Then trial 2. Then all the court filings and all the King's men couldn't put Umpty together again. Interview timelines, important points. Brian Higgins tells his boss about the kiss he exchanged with Karen Reid and possibly his checks with Karen as well. Testimony changes. Oh, I could have done that. She should have rung me. Phone logs. Yeah. Everything. She even puts in how much fucking snow was on the ground at the time. Shit, you're not. She is amazeballs. And I think that's on the left hand. Phone temperatures. Yeah. There's a heap of shit in here. Anyway. But what was I looking up? Oh, I've forgotten. Oh, when she reversed. So let's go back. I've gone too far. Okay, this is when they were all fighting that day. 29th, okay. All right, here we go. Okay, this is when it all starts here. What were they saying? The text stream data. Oh, the 3-point turn. Okay. What if it's that one? Ian Whiffen. It's Exhibit 90. Oh, this is Celebrate stuff. Jim McCabe's calls. No, we want the who brought in the, was it Trooper Paul that brought in the text stream data, or was it Richard Green? About 12:20. Yeah. Do you know who brought it in? Like where that? Oh shit! Sorry, I haven't gone back to it. What really fucking scares me is that John's phone is unlocked via Face ID. That's really creepy. Really fucking creepy. Here we go. Time of alleged collision, according to Dr. Welcher, average based on trigger event. How good is this?
Thank you, Your Honor. May I proceed with the
Yes.
administrative matters? May I approach?
Yes.
Thank you.
Mr. Alessi.
Your Honor, pursuant to a stipulation with the prosecution, I would like to mark and enter into evidence 3 documents.
Did you know Sam didn't even have this? She had no idea.
March
No idea about Spoofy
2025 report prepared by Mr. Whiffen.
She nearly
The
had a
first
picture.
one.
So, yes, they can come into evidence. They can come into evidence. There's a stipulation. So
And
we
so-
can mark it as the next exhibit.
If we can, that's page 29 for the next exhibit. Separately, please.
I know. Gravity's gravity, mate. Like you
The
can't.
next exhibit will be pages
common
77 and 78 of the same report.
Yeah. Yeah.
The third and last is page 43. And
there is not one single bit of evidence, not one, that isn't tampered with, missing something in mirror image, like, or grainy, or the timestamps have been fucked with. There's not one thing that has not been fucked with. Not one. Why is that? Why? You know? And everyone's, I don't know if I've told you this, but I know, well, sorry, I was talking to Kavaya then, but everyone else knows. I should show you something. But I've lost my train of thought now. What was I fucking saying? Oh God. It'll come to me. Probably about 3 o'clock in the morning, but it'll come to me. The fuck was I saying? Oh, yes. Everyone's saying that it was a hopeless investigation. Exactly, yes, he won't. So, in my opinion, there was no investigation, because if you are investigating something that could possibly incriminate someone there, you would have to turn that evidence in. If you don't look for it, you don't fucking find it, and you don't incriminate anyone else. It wasn't there being slack. It was like, no, I'm not going there. I'm not going to find that, because, like the shoe was enough. That had multiple sources of DNA on it. No one tested it any fucking further. So what I reckon transpired, all right? It wasn't planned, it wasn't organised, it wasn't premeditated. Yes, they may well have been speaking about it, and they're all pissy, and blah blah blah, boys and boys, fucking. And I think either Colin Albert overheard or knew what was happening, or what had happened and transpired with Brian Higgins and Karen. And so when he went inside to check that they were, because she didn't know if they had actually been invited. She hadn't heard it. So he was supposed to go in, make sure everything was okay, come back and let her know. And he never came back. And I think he's gone in there, and little Colin has yapped his mouth off about, what, you mean, like, you let this fuckhead fuck your missus? Like, and then John's gone to retaliate. The dogs jumped up to protect, but to stop it. And I think I think Colin's maybe got one in, because it was his right eye that was lacerated just above the eyebrow. Now, Brian Higgins and Brian Albert were trained boxers. If they had a punch, that would do fucking a huge amount of damage. Like, you would have split brows. Like, it was a pissy punch, right? So, and I think then Higgins has pushed him, and that's when he's hit his head. And then because he would have been unconscious, but he wasn't dead, okay? Because that bleeding obviously happened. You don't get that much bleeding in the brain if your heart's not working, okay? So that's why his skull filled with the hemorrhaging of blood. And the only way that blood, because it's an encapsulated, the skull is sealed, there's only two ways it can get out: through the orbital sockets and down the brainstem. So that's why he has the puffy red raccoon eyes. Okay. That's not caused from being punched. It's the eyelids. If you've ever seen a boxer, their swelling is around the eye and it swells the eye shut. It doesn't just have the eyelid itself. So he wasn't beaten to a pulp. I think there was probably one punch and one pissy punch. And the reason I think that Colin was involved is because the only way that you would get the support of all those McAlbert women, Jen included, like Jen, Nicole, they wouldn't stand behind Brian Higgins. No fucking way. They wouldn't risk their freedom for him. It would have to be a parent protecting a child. Have to be. And yes, his knuckles were, apparently that's how he fell on the snow, you know. You fall just here. So that's what I was saying before. So once he's been knocked unconscious and hit his head, now he lost 3 liters of blood. 3. That wasn't on the snow. And he had vomit on his boxers and jeans only. So that to me says when he's fallen, they've sat him up. Sat him upright. Then he's had a seizure and vomited. That accounts for the 36 steps. That was a seizure, in my opinion. And they've actually tried to revive him. And I'll show you why I believe that. Because, I've got to find it now. In the memento. They tried to revive him before he died. They really did. Karen. Where are you? Surprised that my mouse doesn't automatically go there because I use it that much. Okay, Karen Reid. Nope, wrong one. Bear with me. So I've got all this shit. So much. Where is it? Come on. Pics from trial. Okay. Where's that hand? Nope. Well, that's a good one, yes. But that's not the one I'm after. Oh, might be here. Oh, these are actually the real autopsy ones. I didn't get them. Come on. I didn't hide it. It's here. Come on, show me. Show me the money. John's arm. Oh, no, look there. Fuck. No. I shouldn't have all these. Hey. I found it. You can go over there. You can go down there and let me bring this up. Image file. No. Wrong one. Share screen. Window. There it is. Okay. All right. Here we go. There you go. That, my friends, is John's right hand. Did he get bitten by a snake? Did he get bitten by a snake out there? Now, oops. Oops. Come on, Jodie. Control yourself. Have a look at his knuckles. If you're having a fight, everyone's saying these are defensive wounds. If you're having a fight, you hit with this part of your hand. Yeah? Not a fucking thing there. These are, I actually put down to the first responders trying to gain IV access. No. No one in their right fucking mind would try and get IV access at the furthest point of an extremity of the arm if they're found in the snow and suspected to have hypothermia. Yeah. Plus, the bruising around that site, his heart was beating when that happened. Anyways, you get bruising. Yeah? Anyway. Brian Albert and Brian Higgins were both trained in first aid. Both of them. Brian Albert was actually a medic. And Julie Levinson? Julie Levinson? She was a fucking nurse there as well. They tried to fucking revive him. How could you not pick that up? Like, has that been brought up anywhere by anyone that you've heard of? Because I've tried to tell it to people and no one will fucking listen to me. And Brian Albert, it always worried me why he never came out of that house. And then I did some digging. And in Massachusetts, they have their own sort of like, I mean, every county obviously does, but they have their Declaration of Rights. Okay? Yes. I'm going to surprise you here. If you type in, well, if you look up Article 14 of the Declaration of Independence in Massachusetts and ask, like ChatGPT or something, how that Article 14 would affect the rights of a homeowner in Massachusetts where a crime is committed on their property. Because it adds an additional layer of protection over and above the Fourth Amendment. They have to, if they don't insert themselves into the investigation, then Article 14 of that means that the police, unless they have a reasonable suspicion of probable cause, unless they have that, they have to go and get search warrants. And they have to go through all the protocols that goes along with that, which takes time. He bought himself time to clean up that shit because they had no reason to go inside. And that's why Gallagher stated that there was nothing to indicate that. They cannot legally go inside. Now, if he came outside, different story. They have he can then be interviewed and that can be used against him later. That's why he didn't come outside. 100%. But yeah, this is obvious. And if you're like a like Brian Higgins probably keeps a first aid kit with, an IV cannulation kit and a bag of saline. Who fucking knows? So Brian Albert could too. And he's obviously lost blood. So they're trying to rehydrate him. Yeah, but they definitely fucking tried to revive him. Definitely. All right, let's go back and watch. Pinocchio's complaint. Yeah, exactly. Yep. It's all bullshit. All bullshit. Mike Albert's video you throw a fit with. Really? Oh, yes. Correct. Yep. All of Sam's breakdown of Jen's testimonies and stuff, and like the 911 call and shit. Because that, oh shit, sorry, I haven't shared the screen. Oh, wrong one. Sorry, I got click happy. Has anyone checked Appalachian Dreamers? Is that big enough? No. Where's my setting? There it is. No, that's better.
Of the filing.
So do you want to start with that video?
Sure.
Oh,
First
sorry.
I'll just ready.
It's a bit
So
low.
when I put all this stuff together, I didn't realize I had to, when I'm on here, click the video file versus the photo file thing. So I made it more of an extra step. So here.
Come on, a little bit.
I'll have this all ready for us.
I see him go to the door and
sorry. Oh. Oh, hang on. There's more. I'm going to say it out loud. It really is an intelligence issue. Yeah. I feel like the people that bought into the conspiracy are like the vulnerable old people that got an email from Nigeria and then send money to help their cousin they don't know. Good example, Tony. Like more soft in the head, easy to manipulate. The only soft your cock, dickhead.
start to cross the threshold.
He walked into the house. I think he was confronted, was likely brought down to the basement. I think that confrontation got physical, and he was beaten. He was beaten to a point of unconsciousness.
Incontinence.
The location data that shows accurate tends to show around the flagpole area. There's no further health data other than 36 steps that were taken that suggest that it moved after 32 minutes and 16 seconds after midnight. The factory temperature data never indicates that the device went from a cold environment to a warm environment, which I would expect to see if the device went inside the building. And the Doppler state information suggests that the camera was blocked for at least the majority of the 5-hour period, with no records showing that the camera was unblocked during that time, which would typically happen if you were to pick a camera up and move it around.
You have an opinion where John O'Keefe's cell phone was.
All right. This was me. This was my prediction in trial 1. Trial 1. Share this. Oh, come on. Come on. Coming. Is that it? No, here. Okay. Here we go. This was a picture I took or made for a presentation I did in the trial 1. I thought that head wound correlated to, this is the basement at 34 Fairview, and it looked to me like he could have fallen back and hit his head on one of these blue like support beams, just because the actual because if you look at that wound, it's quite deep. So if you look at the width of them, they're similar in size, and he could have hit that and slumped down into a seated position against that. And that's the 36 steps for what I thought was the seizure. And my take on the 3 flights of stairs was he runs downstairs to see the boys. Oh, shit, beers are in the fridge upstairs. Let's go back up. Grabs himself a beer and runs back down again. Then gets smart mouth Colin. That was my interpretation of that. then. But yeah, I also predicted 3 people, Colin Albert, Brian Higgins, and Brian Albert in that basement. I shit you not. Okay, let's go back to this one. Next screen. Come on. There we go. I didn't mean to come on to Karen Reed, but this is quite.
From around 12:24:33 on the evening of January 29, 2022, to at least 6 a.m. and after that point.
Yes, based on the totality of all the information that we've described, my opinion is that the device never moved far away from the flashbulb.
I have no further questions. Thank you.
Where's the music gone from? The fuck? Where the fuck is that coming from?
Okay, so when you look at that picture of the house, there's the front door, there's the breezeway door,
That was
and then
weird.
there's a side door. You could kind of see it in that last picture. That side door goes into the garage.
I have
And if
no
there's anything
fucking
I say
idea.
tonight that you remember.
This is the McAlbert's stream, apparently. This is the defendingthetruth.org. She did say their names at the start, and I cannot remember because I don't know who the fuck they are. And they haven't got their names on screen. So, but yeah, it's like the McAlberts. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And the more I think about it, oh, thank you. There you go. Thank you. How the fuck do you know that? How the fuck do you know that shit? Smart ass. He's showing off now. He's got contact.
That you should not forget. It's that garage is attached. However, there is no way to get into the garage from the house. In order to get into the garage, you have to come out of the house. Like, let's say you're at the breezeway, so you come out of the breezeway
Onto
and
the
you would
front
enter
veranda.
that side door, or
Yeah.
you could go through the overhead doors. So once John was in the house, he would have had to then walk back out of the house and either walked through that side door or the overhead doors. And the important part of that is the 36 steps, right? So there was only 36 steps. So you're talking about
They don't want
it's
trolls in here.
not possible, right, for him to have gone in the house and then come back out of the house. So just please remember that there is no way once you're in that house to get into the garage without going outside again.
It's nice to hear facts and evidence from the trial instead of people guessing or filling in the blanks. Excellent show. What the fuck? Yes, you do. So do I. And I don't ever insert an opinion unless I have done that. That's my big thing. I need to know the insides and the outs of it, like fucking back to front. But when it comes to the medical shit, that's my forte. That's my forte. Because I've had so many years of experience in dealing with that shit.
So in the first trial, the defense was fitting their theory to the information they had, and they had that stair flight.
To the point, I'll tell you this one. Do you remember the trial that had the Ponzi scheme? Is it Ponzi scheme? No. The one whose husband died, who was he was injecting himself with all sorts of shit. And it was that fucking weirdo old fart defense attorney. Can you remember what was that, the Ponzi scheme, or was that? I can't remember what trial it was. Because no. And she got found guilty, but I don't think she did it. Because he was injecting himself with steroids and shit. Now, the only reason I know what effects that has on you is I've had to take steroids for 14 years now. So because I take artificial steroids, I don't produce cortisol. So my adrenal gland shut down. It was around that time of Melody Farris, yeah. No, it wasn't that one. I thought it was the Ponzi scheme. No, it wasn't. Anyway, yeah, and they had the medical examiner on, and he had missed quite a few things that could have caused what happened to him, because he was on the couch and he died really, really slowly. He just became unconscious eventually and died on the couch. And I believe he actually created what's called secondary Addison's disease. Yes, that's the one. Yes. Because there wasn't anything really that she could put her finger on. Yeah, nothing that was. It sort of That's right. Yes. That's the one. Now, I think his prolonged use of steroids have made his adrenal gland stop working, which has happened to me. So I have to take prednisolone for the rest of my life. So if you have a situation where you've been taking this prednisolone synthetic steroid, and then you stop and your adrenal gland doesn't work, you go into what's called an Addisonian crisis, which is much like a diabetic coma. Okay, very similar. So you become unconscious, and it is life-threatening. Yeah. I don't think the insulin had anything to do with it at all. At all. He had so many fucking vials of shit up there, but he was definitely injecting the steroids, and that can fuck with your adrenal gland. And you just basically get more fatigued, go to sleep, don't wake up. Simple as that. And we actually Steve got in contact with the defense attorneys to try and ask them to question Natalie Cochran. Thank you. It was the Ponzi scheme, wasn't it? Yeah. Steve got in contact. He believed it that much that he got in contact with the defense attorneys to question the medical examiner again, and they called him back. They didn't fucking ask the question. They didn't. They mentioned it. They mentioned an Addisonian crisis, but they didn't go any further. And that's what it fucking was. I guarantee it.
Information. That stair flight information happened before they arrived, and they were fitting it to that. So that's why they had him going in the house, up and down the stairs. I did see a comment. I think it was Stuart Trish that was saying that the street was mostly flat. I don't have a clip of it. I'm happy to send it to you if you message me on Twitter. But Ian Whiffen did actually go through that too. I don't know if you guys recall this when he pulled up the topography map and he was showing, he had explained earlier in the testimony that elevation is 3 meters, right? Not 3 meters. So 9 feet. So if the elevation goes up 9 feet, the phone is going to consider that going up a flight. Mm-hmm. The other important part of that, and I know you're going to say, well, they were in the car, so it's not going to count steps. Ian also did a experiment where he drove with his phone. If the phone was docked or put down, it didn't count steps. However, if he held the phone while he was driving, it did count steps. So he showed that exactly where, and they were following with the location with the Waze, where the car was. They showed in the trial how the ground elevated. So that's really important. I know that there's been a lot of reporting that all the streets are flat. It's completely flat. That's actually not true. And that actually was in the testimony. So
there's actually, Julie, just to stop you really quickly, there's even a video, I'll have to find it and I'll post it on my Twitter, but I ran across it the other day when I was going through some other clips of Karen talking about their vehicle driving down a hill or up a hill, one, I can't remember which, on that road. Basically, she herself talks about how hilly that road is.
Yeah,
I'll find it. I'll put it on Twitter.
Yeah, and that the topography part, I don't know if everyone remembers that, but that was really interesting. He showed it perfectly where those elevations were. It was while they were driving. More than likely, he was holding his phone. Where else would he put it?
Comments are gold. The comments are gold. All right, done. Thank you. Good to see you. I'll see you when I'm looking at you.
He was looking. We know he was looking at the phone. We know when he was receiving messages.
Comments are gold.
His face was. What do you call that? Now I'm. What did he call that?
What do you say?
So when the phone recognizes the face, I can't remember exactly what.
Yeah, Face ID.
Yeah. So during this in the lead up to the second trial, we started to hear these things about the garage, and everyone has probably seen it. There's a picture of Alan Jackson, and he's by a ridge because Dr. Laposada said the only way that he would get that injury is if he hit his head on the ridge. So they conveniently find this ridge in the garage that just happens to be covered with, it looks like paint. If you look at the thickness of it, it's definitely thicker.
It's paint. It was the shutter paint. It was the paint from their shutters.
Yeah. And the other thing I want to say about the garage is I spoke to someone that lived in the house, and that night, because of the snowstorm, there was at least one car in that garage. So to think that John went into the house, was walked back out, or I don't know how I guess he floated back out and into the garage. And then 3 more people came after him and the dog. I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous. And so now they're all in this 2-car garage that has a car in it. It's ridiculous. But I think the reason why that happened is because more data had come in, and Ian Whiffen had done his report. The stairs were not going to fit. That was not going to convince people anymore. And sorry, I lost my train of thought.
They had to adapt.
So they had to adapt their story, right? And so they also had that battery temperature information, and it was showing that the phone was cold all night. So they had to come up with another story. And so what they did was they took the location data. Remember, we saw it. There's high accuracy data as far as the location, and there's low accuracy data. And so at one point, the low accuracy data showed that he could be somewhere in the front of the house, right? So he could be somewhere near the front of the house. Do you want to play that next video? I'm going, yeah. So if you could play video 2, that's Ian again.
This is a cop hater case, plain and simple. It's part of the defund the police agenda that has spread across the country in recent years. It's an excuse for the feds to get into local police behaviour. Really? Like they got nothing fucking better to do? Are you shitting me? It's been going on since federalising the police was proposed in 2009. I know someone who might have an opinion on that. But they're not in chat anymore. You guys can go on and on all day long, putting down the defence. But we've got a fucking proa. Shut up. And her name's Jenny. Jenny, good on ya. Karen Reid is free and innocent. I know it's hard for you all to accept, but it's reality. What's the point of this podcast? Yeah. Would like to know the answer to that. O.J. Simpson and Casey Anthony Walk too. Not sure your point. Regardless, this misinformation has impacted real people and their children, so it's necessary to correct the lies. Correct. My point is that science and my point is that science said John was not hit by a car, so maybe stop tormenting Karen. You say you don't like when people torment you guys and your friends, but you're doing the same to Karen. Give grace. Lead by example. Take the high road. All that good stuff. Take some hallucinogenics. You do definitely need some mind-altering shit.
15.9 miles an hour. 24 minutes, 28 seconds, traveling at 14.5 miles an hour, at which point it's approximately outside number 34, around the driveway area. 24 minutes and 29 seconds, traveling at 12.1 miles an hour. 24 minutes and 30 seconds, traveling at 11.5. 24 minutes and 31 seconds, traveling at 10.4. 24 minutes and 32 seconds, traveling at 8.9. 24 minutes and 32 seconds, traveling at 7.
Absolutely.
24 minutes, 34 seconds, traveling at 5.2. 24 minutes and 35 seconds, traveling at 3.5.
Has anyone seen Nina have lately?
24 minutes and 36 seconds, traveling at 3.2 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And 24 minutes and 37 seconds, traveling at 1.4 miles an hour. Finally, the device comes to a complete stop at 24 minutes and 38 seconds.
You're dangerous.
Also, from the testing I've done related to the speed, it may not be 100% accurate, but it's a very good indicator of the speed in general. So if it says it was traveling at 10 miles an hour, it would have been traveling at somewhere between 9.5 and 10.5.
And what time is it over there now? It's coming on to 9 a.m.
So the point of that is he did not get out at the driveway. He got out by the flagpole.
Okay,
the car never stopped until they were at the flagpole. So if you believe John got out at the driveway, that would mean he got out of a moving car. And I'm fairly certain the people in the car behind him would have noticed a man kind of, jumping out of a moving vehicle.
You think?
And then we have the other, can you play the other clip as well?
Mm-hmm.
The third one of Ian.
I can't
take 3 meters over 16 steps.
I can't take him seriously after watching him on his YouTube channel. That chick. The chick was hysterical.
So it wouldn't really matter whether it was walking up a flight of stairs, walking up a steep inclined hill, on an escalator, something like that. If there is movement that appears to be walking and an incline of 3 meters, then that would be considered a flight climb event.
Is there any other ways that the phone led to the flight time, but the person's not actually walking up or downstairs?
So I did test this a few months ago, driving in my vehicle. I was able to, if I just put a phone on my dock as I'm driving around, nothing was recorded. But I found that if I was actually holding the phone while driving at the same time, then the natural suspension of the vehicle plus the movement of my arm would be considered enough to be steps. And if that motion happened while I was driving up a hill, it would also result in a flight climb event. And the testing that I did consistently resulted in, I think it was 9 flights of stairs climbed while I was driving up the same hill multiple times.
I just want to pop in here. Sorry, I just put up that Ben's comment real quickly. Were you listening, Ben? Because he was just explaining your question right here. And iPhones, by the way, are not.
Was he?
They don't have eyes. They infer. They make inferences using things like barometric pressure, motion, elevation. So you have to.
So like you have to text stream data infers things too. You know, like wheels fucking spinning in the snow might be misconstrued. That's 34 miles an hour going in reverse. Just saying.
Take into account that
it's only one set of fucking rules
inferring things from it. Sorry, Julie.
No, you're great. So I interrupt for 1 second too?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So that comment, I don't know his name. I can't see it anymore. But whatever it was.
What?
I feel like that's really part of the problem, right? No, you guys don't listen. It's crazy. I clicked on Seglaris' channel for a second because I know he's streaming us, and he's talking over everything that's going on right now, and talking over, yelling, screaming, everyone in the chat saying that we're lying.
Yeah,
what problem?
This
is how we talk here, guys. Like,
really,
you're not listening. This is data.
We're not listening.
This is you can't argue with it.
No, you can't argue with fucking science.
And it's infuriating. It's this is why
it's frustrating. Yeah, and it's like I'm open. Will, you are welcome. If you're done talking over us right now, you are welcome to come on and talk about this with us. Like, the door is open. This is not a war. This is an open conversation about just facts and the evidence. And the problem
it wasn't hit by a car.
Is that it's based on a lot of generalizations, and not details. And details matter. And we are open to discussing everything. I mean, there is nothing off the table case related. So,
okay. Shut the fuck up. The polycarbonate material of the fucking taillight had a higher breaking point of pounds per second or whatever it is than the human arm. So if the taillight broke, the arm would have broken before it because it required less pressure than what it took for the tail light. Yet we don't have any broken bones. Now, if it hit that tail light, let's just have some LSD and think that his arm actually miraculously, his Inspector Gadget has go Gadget arms and whatever, didn't break a bone. Okay, all those cuts on his arms. All those fragments surely would have had a little bit of DNA on them. Would they not? But not one. No. And when they actually were broken by the arm, they magically flew backwards against gravity. They were like a, what is it? The snitch with in Harry Potter, the gold baldness. That's like the snitch, isn't it? Yeah, they all miraculously flew backwards in front of the car. Didn't go with gravity at all. It's people that are uneducated, don't know how to interpret data. Basically fuckwits that argue this bullshit. And it is bullshit. Have no fucking fear. It's bullshit.
This isn't a war. I'm like, put your sword down. You don't need to call me the R word like you did the last time. You know,
I will.
like let's be civil human beings
What's the
and really
I will?
talk about this. But if your game here
Ridiculous.
is to just talk over it, call people a liar, call people derogatory terms, and just huff and puff, then fine, by all means, that is your prerogative. But I just want to put it out there. The door is open. So if you feel like we are lying, or if we're not, I mean, we are literally showing you proof of everything we're going over. So I'm not sure how one can say we're lying, but by all means, reach out to me and we can figure something out.
Well, it's entertainment. Like, it's not, that's what it is. I don't know if you guys have heard the quote, give them bread in circuses and they will never revolt. I mean, I don't think Will is feeding anybody, but as far as circuses, I mean, that's what it is. It's a circus. And that's what keeps them entertained. It's a way of look this way, so you don't look that way.
Look at he muted. Yeah, it's
coward. You're a coward,
Yeah,
Will.
he wants to keep it.
Coward.
Yeah, I mean, I am being respectful
Oh,
and
okay.
kind to you, and you're sitting here live streaming against YouTube policy, by all means, another person's live stream. You're stealing active live stream, and because you have nothing better to do apparently, and you're sitting there and you're muting me. Why are you streaming me then? Why are you streaming
this?
this?
Should actually, to all of the people watching his show, this should be a big question for you. Why is he muting her? Why?
Because she's
you
full of shit.
You should really want to
Right.
know that.
Especially like, I don't know, with, you know, there's a whole Charlie Kirk stuff that happened in
Oh
our
my
country,
God,
and there's a lot
really?
of people who talk about, you know, civil debate and you know, whatever side of the politics you're on, but that was something that was brought up is civil conversation and debate, and that's what we're here for. So you are welcome, Will, as long as you know, you are civil, which I don't think you have actually, like, the backbone to come in and really talk about stuff without being a jerk to people. But just so you know, the door is open. We'll be kind back, and we'll just leave it at that. We have so much content to go through right now.
We have a lot.
Yep.
Yep. So now we're going to talk about the steps. So we talked about the garage. We talked about the fact that there's no way to get into that garage from inside the house. And now we're going to talk about those last steps. So no one is disputing the fact that that car arrived and stopped at 12:24:38. So John had 36 steps. And the important thing to remember about these steps is he didn't necessarily walk in a straight line. So he could have walked in a circle. He could have walked anywhere. He could have paced. The assumption that he walked in a straight line, I get it. It seems like normal, but it's not necessarily what he did. So his last steps were between 12:31:56 and 12:32:16. The reversal event happened at 12:31:58. So during the first trial, we got to hear from Nicholas Garino. It made it into this trial a little bit. Alessi asked questions of within about Garino's report, but you didn't, unless you watched the first trial, you didn't understand what was going on. So we have a clip now from the first trial, and it is Nicholas Garino, and he is talking about the distance between the flagpole and the front door. So not the breezeway door, the front door, and not the side door to the garage, the front door. So can you play that clip, Tuesday?
I just texted.
With reference
Randy,
to
see what time
these
this
following
starting.
time periods after this, what if any,
So I'll redirect
based on your
you guys
training experience, what if any opinions were able to draw from sort of that data?
So
They're
you would have
doing
to go
a
from the
conspiracy
GPS
screen
point that's listed.
today.
It would take him, a second and a half to get to the house, and then a second and a half back where his body was found, where his phone was underneath him. That
Yeah. Right. The audio that's created is A1.
he'd have to go about 48 feet a second when I did a velocity calculation, which is about 32 miles an hour, a second to the house, a second back. There was no GPS points ever showing inside the home, the backyard of the home. There's no left and wrong listed. It's just the degree of accuracy from the GPS signal.
So 72 feet from where Mr. O'Keefe's body was found to the front door of 34 Fairview Road. In order for him to be inside of 34 Fairview Road during any of those measured timeframes, he would have to travel 72 feet. And
The objection sustained. The objection sustained.
So the other thing about this is, so now you know it was 72 feet to the front door. If he went into the front door, as Karen claimed during her interview, then he had to come back out, right? And there's not enough steps for him to go in and come back out.
How did he come back out?
And then he never moves again.
Ryan
So,
Nagel didn't see him?
The other thing that Ian Whiff, and I don't have this clip, but he talked quite a bit about that pocket state. And so that's when the camera is covered. The phone is checking, like, I think every half second for your face to be ready. I think he said there were like 24,000 checks over the night, and the camera was always covered. So if John, let's just say he didn't go into the house as Karen claimed. He went into the side door of the garage where there's a car, and somehow he also is, somehow the other people that she's accused of doing this end up in the garage with the dog. He can't move once he's in the garage. So if he can't move and there's no more steps, then how would he get back to the flagpole? So if you go with the defense theory that he was carried back out into the lawn, let's say his phone is in his pocket, right? Because it couldn't have been thrown over there. Someone would have had to walk it over there because the camera was covered. So if someone walked it over to the flagpole and placed it down, and then they placed him down, there would be steps registered on the phone. The phone doesn't know who's walking with it. It just knows that it's moving. So it's not like it's looking and it's like, oh yeah, that's John walking. I'm going to count these steps. That's not what it does. So
It's an airplane, no?
So let's take another scenario. Let's say they left the phone in his pocket and they carried him. That phone is still going to register steps, right? Because when your phone is in your purse and you start walking, the phone is registering those steps. There is absolutely no way to get John back from the house, the garage, wherever you are saying that he may have been, back to that flagpole with that phone without some kind of step, something registering. He would have to be floating. And I don't think any of the people in 34 Fairview had any kind of like kinetic powers where they could pick up bodies with their minds and move them. So there's that. I'm sorry, guys. I am like a little all over the place. I thought I had this down. Yeah. So the two most important points are you can't get into the garage from inside the house, right? So when you're talking to people about this and they say it had to happen in the garage, please let them know there's no access to that garage from inside the house. You would have to come back out of the house, and that 36 steps, right? So there's no way to account for getting that phone covered back to the flagpole without steps somewhere. So if someone can come up with some great idea, maybe they put it on a drone and they flew it back out and they landed it right there at the flagpole. I'm just kidding. That's absolutely ridiculous. But if you think about the garage, how you get in and out of the garage and those steps, it's absolutely impossible that he was in the house. And then when we talk about the location data, the defense took the lower quality data. The phone is constantly pulling in locations, and depending on what you're using, it might pull high quality data. For other things, like Ian's example was the weather, and that would use lower quality data because you don't need to know exactly where someone is. So the phone is constantly pulling these things in, and that's why you get that difference. It's not necessarily him moving. It's just the data expanding. The weather can do that, expanding, and then it's getting more accurate. One of the things that Ian said in his testimony, and I think it was Paula that may have latched onto that, is that he was giving reasons for why, like signal strength, why that might happen. And he gave several reasons. One of those was if he went into a building or a house, a covered building. And I would just like to ask anyone who really thinks that Karen is being framed and that Ian Whiffen is also an operative of the Commonwealth, why in the world would he give that example if what he was saying wasn't objective? So he was just giving examples, right? He's putting the information out there, and whatever it is whatever it is. That's just an example of how that could happen. If you go back to the clip that we...
Does she actually know how Ian Whiffen got involved in the trial in the first place?
Oh, and Tuesday's not here. We had that one.
Oh, I'm here.
Oh, the picture with the last step so that everyone can see that. I think Jenny made that. It was really great. It's a really great visual.
That's
so this is
oh yeah, I did make that. That's me.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. It's really beautiful. You did a beautiful job. So this is the timeline, and you can see that reversal event, right? You can see John's step start at 12:31:56. You can see the SUV back up.
Julie, I'm going to cut in real quickly. I meant to stop you for a second, but I wanted to address this comment. I put this person put, "Oh my God, you're relying, I'm guessing, on Guarino. He missed thousands of texts in the Birchmore case."
Yeah.
So he actually did math. So that's what we're going off of. The 32 or the where he would have to walk, I think he said 32 miles per hour
So
to walk
with math
into the house and back to his phone. That's math. So I mean, you can believe math or you can not believe math, but I just wanted to
and he absolutely did not miss thousands of texts in the Birchmore case. We've been over this time and time again on Twitter. I'm not going to get into it. He did not.
Right. If you read the reports, he was talking about the phone and he was confirming that they had been deleted, and then the FBI went in and they got them from the cloud. I mean, he didn't miss.
It's like the most ridiculous things that you twist yourselves into pretzels to make.
Oh, so the FBI had to go in and they found extra stuff.
Sorry. Yeah. So here's the visual. If you want to take a screenshot, Jenny did a really nice job with this. But again, it's that 36 steps, right? So there's no way around. There's no way for Karen to get around the fact that there's only those 36 steps, right? I've heard like ridiculous things about how supposedly the witnesses got John back on the lawn, but you can't get around the 36 steps, the covered phone, the fact that if the phone was in his pocket,
on the fucking lawn at 12:30, you dickhead.
It's anything's possible, but it is highly improbable that they threw the phone and it landed. And I don't even think that could happen either, because the face Doppler check kept checking. And it was like, as I said, like twice, what did I say? Like every half second it was checking. So it would have been in the air and it would have noticed that it wasn't in a pocket state, and that never happened. So if you remember the garage, please remember that you can't get into the garage from the house. The 36 steps. There's no way around those things. And when someone starts to talk to you about location data, remind them that the defense was pulling on very low quality data.
That's probably what they were given, maybe.
When Ian put together all of the information, right? So the health data, the location data,
when he
the face
altered
Doppler checks, the battery temperature. When you put all those things together, John never moved from the flagpole. And so if you have multiple data sources coming together and they give you a very accurate picture of something, it's really hard to deny it, right? Unless you go and you take the low quality. And here's another thing: if the Commonwealth was trying to frame Karen and they were trying to put only things that were negative about Karen in there, why would he even put that data in his report? It doesn't make any sense. Ian was very objective, and he presented it in a way that wasn't. He wasn't trying to make it that the phone never left or John never left the flagpole. He was just trying to present what data was there in the phone, and what data was there in the phone proved that John was outside on top of that phone all night.
No, it didn't.
I just want to point out to you while we're looking at this, look at where the steps begin, the time, 12:31:56. They end at 12:32:16, and look at where the trigger event starts, plus or minus 5 seconds. But
when did Karen
his phone after those 36 steps? It never moves again.
Karen, when did her phone log into One Meadows? $12:36. Okay, what do they say? $12:32. That allows him 3.5 minutes. Her 3.5 minutes to get back to 1 minute.
Until Carrie picks it up the next morning around 6 something, when she's getting the blankets off the ground. She saw John's phone. She picks it up. It never moves again, and that trigger event is right in line with when his steps started and when they ended. I mean, that is solid.
Bulletproof. It's absolutely bulletproof.
It's really sad when you see it, when you read it and you look at it.
Very sad.
It's
It made me very sad when you're listening to the trial and like all the stuff was presented. Like Ian went through it in much more detail in the second trial. And the clip that I saved it as John's last moment. And that clip, that part of it made me so sad, because it means he had it down to the second.
Testimony.
I mean, you can literally see with each data point what happened in his final moments.
And Jenny just made a good point. You can literally see on the police dash cam video when Carrie goes over and picks up his phone.
Yep, I'm gonna play that later.
It starts moving. You can. It's there. There is no question. I mean, it's right here. It's right here.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's sad.
Yeah.
Very sad.
Yep. So that's pretty much it. If you can just remember about the garage and the 36
Oh, look,
steps,
they've made a note.
The camera was covered.
There's no temperature change data during this time period. Now their timeline is all of what? 4 minutes, 5 minutes, if that. Yeah. Yes. Like, why go back and change the program so it doesn't show up those searches in the future? Did you ever watch Aussie Insiders stream on the is it SQL data? Is that the techno term? And she showed that actual file had been 29 times had been attempted to be deleted. 29.
All night on that phone. There's no way
Cherries are beautiful.
that he was in the house, taken out of the house, brought to the garage, brought over to the flagpole. It just couldn't have happened. It's almost impossible to have happened. If you look at the data, you look at this timeline, you look at where John was, you look at the high quality data. Don't be confused by the low quality data.
Lucky,
it's really clear that John was at that flagpole.
What is it?
All night on top of the phone.
Yeah, and Karen, that's why Karen said she was looking for him on the side of the road. Why else would she be looking for him on the side of the road when she dropped him off and saw him walk into a house and knew a blizzard was coming in?
Correct. I mean, who would think that? If I dropped somebody off and they went...
Meant to mention, if you actually go back and have a look at John's actual blood alcohol concentration, he was fucking maggoted. Like, it was huge. Huge. Like, if you put that percentage in to someone with his height and weight, he was apparently like the intoxication level comes back as like slurred speech and stumbling. I shit you not. It was huge.
To a house, I would pull up in the driveway and knock on the door.
Who wouldn't?
The next morning, like I wouldn't be thinking he was in the front yard. Why would I think that?
It's not. It's not logical. It's
she didn't think he was in the front yard. They were driving past.
And I mean, I don't know. It just I can't even fathom why anyone would think that was normal.
I should
Well, I
buy
think they
my.
had everybody.
I should
Sorry.
buy my.
I think they had everyone. You know, they had this very. They were very. They pushed the flights of stairs, and they were like, "Oh, look at his phone."
I'll see if I can find my stream on who were they? They were. It was the voir of Daniel Wolf, the Crash Daddy, with Hank Brennan. I think that was a stream. I lost my shit. It was my. It was a stream that I physically went back into whilst I was doing it and demonetized it because it was fucked. I had to mute myself.
Says that he was walking up the stairs, and you know, people have this this belief that you know it's data, so it's 100% correct, and if it's interpreted incorrectly, it's not necessarily there's anything wrong with the data. It's that you have someone who took one part of the data, didn't do any verification, and then you know said it was fact, and they took that. I mean, you guys remember that? Like people would be like, "Well, where were the stairs? How could he be walking up and down stairs?" And that's like, I mean, that went on for like ever. And even though we knew when he arrived, and it couldn't have happened, and then they would yell and yell, "Oh, I drove that, and it's flat, it's completely flat," and none of that is true. It's just not true.
Yep. Yeah, and then not to mention, and we're not going to get into it tonight. And actually, I'm going to make a comment about this because I know people are going to be like, "But you didn't talk about this or you didn't talk about that." If it has something to do with what we're talking about, reach out to us. But there's so much information. We are only going to cover a portion of it tonight, right? So we plan on talking about it. We plan on doing, you know, more episodes of this so we can just cover all the information. And so, you know, feel free to reach out. It's hard for us to read these comments. The chat's going so fast, but you can email us or reach out on Twitter.
Live chat.
Oh, maybe it's in the chat. Maybe we want to have you come on here if you're interested.
Yeah.
For replay.
We love your article.
Love maybe.
Oh yes. Oh my gosh, yes.
Where is it?
I'm so impressed by those articles. Highly recommend.
They're unbelievable.
All right, Julie, are you still have more stuff, or are we on to the next?
I'm good. I think I'm good. I think I got it all.
Okay, so who's going next?
I believe Carrie. I'm going last. My information kind of wraps everything up.
Okay, so I think, what was I going to start with Tuesday? I think I pretty much started with the first page of the complaint, which was, can you pull that up, Tuesday, or do you want me to just read it? I think what I wanted to focus on, the first thing I wanted to focus on was that he was killed during a late night house party of heavy drinking, when the only person that night who was proven to have been heavily drinking was Karen Reed by her own admission. I know that y'all saw in the trial, the forensic experts presented retrograde analysis showing her blood alcohol level. At the time, I think it was 0.13% to 0.292 or maybe 0.300. I can't remember, but to put that in perspective, the 0.135 is drunk, being impaired, legally drunk, off your balance, coordination's gone, things like that. The 0.292, the highest, which is what they put her at or could have put her at, you're blackout drunk. And that's what her blood alcohol level, when they did the retrograde analysis, was found to be. The next morning, I think it was maybe 11 a.m., 10 a.m. So her claims that a murder happened after heavy drinking by the people inside the house, while their client is the only one scientifically proven to have been intoxicated, it just doesn't matter. And Tuesday, do you want to play those clips?
There you go. Is it
Tuesday? Oh, sorry.
You're muted, Tuesday.
You have to listen to this. I was looking for the I was looking for my presentation on the motions hearing, and I found my theme song that I made for the Karen Reid trial. It was flat out right. A sector, Hank Green is his name. Argument. Not on space. And he wears no silky gold. And jig in a place. Cannon. Rush to steal her. So you can bring your passage. The car is not the thing, John. Fucking gold. My car is not the thing John hit. I play that every fucking day. Oh, why haven't we got sound? Oh, there we go.
The final count of my alcohol intakes, probably about 5 or 6 or 4. The drinks that they were pouring me at McCarthy's, which is where I consumed most of the alcohol, was the weakest vodka tonic.
I was tested as well. They have his blood alcohol and they have his vitreous alcohol, and it showed that he had his last drink about half an hour before he died. But it was high, really high.
Not that I need it to be a martini, but it might have a splash of vodka in it.
I'm going
so
to
John, I said, John, he said, there's no vodka in it. He said, just get a shot and mix it yourself. So each drink was being counted as a double. So I would get a vodka tonic and then I would pour a shot into it. So that would count as 2. Frankly, it just felt like a regular cocktail. It was just a really weak pour. So I asked for a shot. So for my taste, it just tasted like that's the normal strength of what a drink should be. So I had maybe 2 or 3 that are being counted as 4 and 6. And I don't know. I felt fine. I felt like I was buzzed. And then there was one drink, the last one that was given to me, which I would have counted as 3, but they're counting as my 6th cocktail. The guys that were with water around shots, and they gave me one that I didn't drink, but I poured it in my drink. So that's now my 5th and 6th drinks with the 7th, which is a shot that all the men did, and I poured it. So that one glass that I'm holding, that I go into the water bowl with, has 3 drinks in it, a vodka tonic and 2 shots. And which is why John said to me, you're not leaving that drink here, like you haven't touched it and just poured a bunch of vodka, just take it with you, which is something he always did. So then I go into waterfall, and I put that drink down and I socialize most of the time. So that would have been like the 6th and 7th drinks. Then John orders me to drink the water bowl that I don't drink, that he takes with him. And then there was a round of shots that Chris Howard bought that I did take. So that would have been the night. But I did not consume 9 vodka martinis or take 9 shots. depending on how you count it. And the last 2 drinks, I didn't touch.
To do that last check rate, I wouldn't say I kept like a normal amount. Like it was like a glass of time every 40 minutes. Okay. And so are you feeling like buzz? I know not checking. I'm just trying to get buzz. Yeah.
How did you feel after that? When you got started, did you feel like you survived, and did you feel how I wouldn't have gotten on the expressway. I wouldn't have gotten on the expressway at 12:15 on January 29th. I mean, it was quiet. The roads were very quiet. You can see it on the videos. And I was going, when I've had a few drinks and I drive, I always drive extra slow. So I know my alerts aren't as sharp as they should be. But I shouldn't have been driving.
It's amazing how she laughs about that.
I know. I was thinking the same thing.
She's got a smirk on her face, like
the entire time.
And guys, can you imagine saying, "Well, they counted as 6. I only say it's 3." I mean,
I know.
It's according to what type of math you do.
Right.
I mean, I do the math.
It's always everybody else's fault. I said, John, these are weak, and he said what it brought into them, and Chris Albert got shots, and it's always somebody else's fault.
Yeah, she never takes responsibility for any of it. It's
crazy. So and then the next one is on her complaint.
Which one is? Oh, okay. Is it the outside clip? Oh, yeah. Okay.
No, I think it's the
No.
Right.
I believe the evidence is all out, and in part from Ian Whiffen.
Are you still disputing the 227?
Oh, crap.
Or I mean the 6 o'clock?
Is this going on twice?
I think it's a good point, though. They had no expert.
I was gonna hit 227 for a second after. That's why you probably have that there.
They didn't dispute any of it.
Right.
You guys, what is that?
What is what?
We only saw it once.
Yeah,
I think it was a different clip.
I was going to go into 227 because in the complaint, that's what's next.
Why do I hear a video playing right now? It's so weird. Hold on.
Hi, Julie.
Hi, I think we lost 2 people.
I like your curtains.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. They're my lace curtains.
I'm still here. My AirPods fall out every time I let them. It's so annoying. I'm trying to shove it deep into my ear canal right now. But I'm doing it on camera.
Is Blair still streaming us, or did he give up?
No,
I mean,
he's
sure
streaming
he
us.
doesn't want to hear any of this.
He does. He's streaming us, but talking over it and yelling at everyone and muting it.
I don't know how his audience learns anything. Did you? I turned it on for a second. That first time when he was talking about us, and he was trying to say that the autopsy photos were public.
Yes.
And how he doesn't understand what happened is a surprise to me, since he's been covering this case for so long. So what happened in that September 2022 filing is David Yannetti should have impounded the autopsy photos. He did not. The autopsy photos in that filing, if you were to get them, were black and white. Karen took all of the colorized autopsy photos and she gave them to Aiden, and Aiden published them. So Blair was trying to say, oh, there were no naked pictures of John. I don't know what planet you live on, Will, but when someone you love is killed in a horrible way, those photos are shocking. They're horrible for the family to see. I don't care if he was naked or not. That wasn't the point. The point was it's a person you love who has died in a horrible manner.
Yeah.
And the fact that you are trying to make
I was just thinking it'd be funny because I should stream the Glarus stream of this stream and react to it.
First of all, it's no big deal. Second of all, you don't even know what happened, and you're saying it's nothing. You don't know. Excuse my language, but you don't know jack shit about this case. You don't know anything.
Really? Oh my god!
So sorry.
Yeah, no, he doesn't know.
Oh my god!
Julie, I told Carrie earlier that I need to get popcorn. So when you go off on someone, I can just
I mean, it just
exactly.
The autopsy photos for me are incredibly upsetting. Most of the time, families never see those photos until the trial, and they're shocking when they have to see them. I think you guys know. Some people that are watching this might know. My son's friend.
I've got a few that were at the morgue, not at the hospital, which I'm more than happy to share with you if you want to see them. But There certainly weren't autopsy photos, no.
And
they're shown at every
when
trial.
they showed his autopsy photos, there
Every
was an
trial.
audible gasp. It was horrific. And the fact that they did that to the O'Keefe family, I will.
Oh my God.
I will never forgive Karen and Aiden for that. And it all comes down to the fact.
Karen and
and
Aiden.
Yannetti even said it as well. The body is the best evidence. He was a human being, and
The body
you
is
took away his dignity.
Oh my
And you
God.
splashed those.
Hello. Weapon, victim, murder, trial. Mind blown. Mind blown.
Everywhere, and people constantly put them on the internet. It's a horrible thing. It's
What
absolutely
was horrible was watching leaf fucking blowers in an evidentiary search.
I don't understand how you don't get the human part of this, and how you're so desensitized to the fact that this was a human being who had people that loved him.
I mean, and it's your body. I imagine if
Have
it's
you
your
watched
own
Child
body
before?
and your naked body is being leaked online. The lack of human decency is disgusting. And I think this goes into the true crime culture here, is I feel like many years ago, there was, people who I'd say in the true crime sphere, there was this advocacy and care for victims. And since this online world has just gone amok, it's almost like anyone's tragedy has become a playground for people. It becomes their own story that they're allowed to just use and exploit.
Who would capitalize on this sort of shit? I don't know. Arseholes.
And
just ridiculous. No,
this is, John's was a grown man, but this is still someone's son. This is still someone's brother. This is still a man who deserves dignity and respect. And the court system, we got to trust the court system to play these things out in court, not trial by media before even a trial goes.
So that you're saying that the trial is wrong now? Really? I think they found it innocent.
Was on. It's awful. It's extremely disrespectful. And I really encourage people to consider how they would feel if their own son, brother,
yes, it is,
whatever, husband, wife was treated this way online.
Agreed. Sorry.
Yeah, and I think that's the bottom line. They've lost the ability to put themselves in other people's shoes. Completely lost it.
No, it's like they're characters. And I think this goes into the witness intimidation stuff too, is that the way they have turned all these people into just caricatures by, again, I am very...
Who would do that? Who would turn these people into caricatures? Not me. I still can't fucking scroll down here. What the fuck? Come on. What the fuck is wrong with my god damn StreamYard? Why can't I scroll? Come on. Trying to stop waiting. I look.
Happy birthday, they all shout loud. You're older now, stand up, be proud. But
you're just gonna have to put up with it.
Defense rest, welcome. I'd be down for helping your uncle. Let me know what I can.
Kudos to Jody, who's like the most amazing creature in the world.
Find that you're out in the middle of the night. I'm going to rip a new one.
Honey, I got one. I made my own. And I can't help who likes it and who don't. My bank account likes it, and that's all that matters.
So how did you meet your husband?
I went up to him and said, you know the difference between me and a mosquito? A mosquito stops sucking when you slap it.
And what did you mean when you told him he was going to be dodging dicks for the next 6 months?
Bullshit. Bullshit, Gavin. Bullshit.
Oh, really?
Anniversary. We also saw the defense rest in there. Started. Like is my middle name. This is the defense rest.
Wasn't me. Oops.
Happy birthday, they all shout loud. You're older now, stand up, be proud. But your back says.
Damn it. They've turned off their so when you're having a live stream and you've got the comments, you can have them play, but you can also turn them off so that if you're on a replay, you can't see the live chat. And that's what they've done on here. You cannot see the live chat at all. And I have to play the end of that because that's the funniest bit. But I'll wait.
Into linguistics and statement analysis. And there's things with how, and it's used in cult culture as well, is you use terms, you name things a certain way to give it its own meaning. And when you
you mean confirmational bias? Really? Maybe?
Call the witnesses the McAlberts, you are basically trying to create them as one entity, and you're being disrespectful, and you're creating an image that they are not individuals. They are not people. There is not a bunch of people in this storyline, and it allows for context to be missed. And it's just disrespectful. It turns it into a game and entertainment for people to just run around with pitchforks.
Fuckwits.
Well, now they're calling them house dependents.
I was just going to say that's the new word.
That's what they were called for filings.
I mean, there was quite a few people in that house. They're not all defendants, but I digress.
You do.
All right, Carrie, is there more stuff you wanted me to post here?
Well, I was going to just hit on 227 just for a little bit. I know, I mean, I feel like 227 couldn't be more debunked if you tried, but
bullshit.
As, I
Bullshit.
just was sitting here glancing at the Glares chat for a second. I think 20 people all posted, 227 happened. I don't know what more could be said to
yeah, Richard Green never even testified in the second trial. He did not testify. His affidavits changed. They morphed.
They say this with a straight face anymore.
I don't think they're listening.
God. So dumb.
Just rambling.
Yeah.
I mean, it's literally Cellbright, and then we have Jessica Hyde, who used to be the director for Axiom, something part of Axiom. I mean, these are leading professionals in the industry. And then you have Richard Green, who did not testify. So you are willing to just disregard. And I
just said I should stream Will's stream of this and comment on that. That'd be gold.
They don't really understand the software updates and how all that works, and the parsing of information.
Right, but
and we can get into that down the road sometime.
Right. I mean, we know that it was the last tab open timestamp for Safari, right? And the same time open tab is what was used later at 6:23 and 6:24 when Karen asked Jen to Google how long to die in the cold, which, by the way, she also asked the either firefighter or EMT, I can't remember what Whitley was. I think he was a firefighter. How long it would take.
I don't remember his name.
How long someone could survive in the cold without their coat on. How would you know that John was out all night? Why would she ask that? If why would she ask that?
Right. If she saw him go in the house, why would she think that?
She's been out there for 5 minutes.
She
But
saw
she
him
asked
in the house.
how long it would take for him, how long it would take or how long someone could last out in the cold.
We debunked
Richard Green didn't even show up for the second trial.
This, like with Kerry getting impeached, that she didn't hear Karen say that. Didn't like hello, woohoo, wakey, anyone home? Fuckwits.
And Whiffen didn't even he didn't just explain it, he showed it to all of us in real time on the stand. He did it for you guys. He showed you all what happened. He showed you.
Jessica. And for those that don't know, sorry, I don't want to cut you off, but I think it's important to know. And again, this is all stuff we can go through down the road. There's just so much information. But just to make the point here is that the first software that this was run on did not bring up 227 timestamp as a Google search. That timestamp right there, that was never there. When Richard Green joined as was hired by the defense, there was Cellbright did a software update, and with this update, they wanted to have a more it was almost like a deeper dive, but the way they parse the data in that software update is what confused some of the experts. And this was Ian Whiffen had talked about another case too.
I think it was in Europe. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. And
it's in the clips that we put together earlier.
Okay.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me look at this.
It's basically all one clip, Tuesday. I just like clipped it all together. After
But I mean,
Karen saying,
before we go to the clip, I just want to finish this out with, I mean, Richard Green, they did not put one person on the stand. The defense did not put one person on the stand to say that how long to die in the cold happened at 2:27. I don't think
really
that Karen Reed supporters really understand that. They didn't put a single witness on to say that it happened. That means
hang on. The prosecution didn't put on a case. No, they didn't. They basically tried to just discredit every fucking defense witness because they had no one. You dumb fucks.
it didn't happen. If there was an FBI analyst saying otherwise, which there's not, but if there was, that FBI analyst would have been on the stand.
So why was the FBI involved in the first place? Did you ever ask yourself that?
Karen Reed publicly acknowledged Whitman's testimony outside to the media. We have that clip. I think Tuesday just showed it actually on the day he testified. I can't even imagine what more you guys need. No, it didn't happen. And you have ruined this woman's life over this mistake. It's just, I mean,
to not even consider it, people just closing their eyes to it, and
I did. I closed my eyes.
I know one of the bigger, I don't know if I want to name them, one of the bigger kind of mouthpieces on Twitter that have promoted Karen's story. She had tweeted that Cellbrite was kind of boasting about Cellbrite originally when the 227 came up and was like, oh, the Commonwealth is poo-pooing on basically Cellbrite with the 227 timestamp. And then the minute when Cellbrite actually testified, it was like,
Cellbrite poo-pooing.
Right. It doesn't fit the narrative. And this is what the conspiracy story has done over the last couple of years. It has morphed. It has been one thing debunked into another thing or just ignored. No one can answer the 74.5% throttle data right there. Like no one. I keep asking people, what are your thoughts on this?
Wheel spins, you fuckwit. Wheel spins.
And that's ignored. And anyways, sorry, I'm getting off topic here, but it's just frustrating.
You are.
It is frustrating.
Oh, that's one thing we
do. You want to play those clips too?
Okay, yeah. I think this is the one here.
Once she provided us with the fact that she dropped him off and never saw him go in the house, she was asked to provide details about her leaving. She stated that she made a 3-point turn and left.
Did anybody else other than?
She made a 3-point turn and then left. Oh, didn't you just say half a fucking hour ago that she did the 3-point turn before she turned into 35th? Are you listening to yourselves? Are you? Can you hear me? Hello?
Talked about previously coming to your house.
No.
And specifically, John O'Keefe or Karen Reed that you saw.
Was that not the one?
That is one of Carrie's, but that's not
one of mine.
The one you played earlier where Karen was walking out of court is all clipped behind that.
Gotcha.
Like that's just one long clip.
Gotcha.
From Richard Green in this trial?
No.
Why not?
I believe the evidence is all out, and in part from Ian Whiffen.
Are you still disputing the 227? Or I mean the 6 o'clock?
It was actually done on a completely different browser. It wasn't even on Safari.
The timestamp of Jenna?
That's been addressed.
And sir, when you were trying to examine these searches that in your opinion were 6:23 and 6:24 a.m., did you ever try to test it yourself and actually take a phone so you could either prove or disprove to yourself that that earlier timestamp didn't mean it was the time that it was searched?
Oh, definitely. That's the kind of thing I do all the time when verifying artifacts.
Thanks.
And in your opinion, is that helpful in understanding how a timestamp earlier could relate to a later search?
Exactly, very helpful.
Did you learn that a consumer had called about a question relative to a report produced by the software?
Yes, there was both the troopers who had requested information about this particular artifact and also a private forensics examiner, Richard Green.
Both troopers, was it? No, sir. It was a fucking blogger who called you. A blogger. And then Richard Green. Yeah. Get it right, because you change it next time around.
When Richard Green reached out to your company, what specifically was the question or issue?
He reached out to the tech support team asking basically there's a timestamp that doesn't make sense. I need to understand what this timestamp means.
And can you share with us what was the issue? What was the question that you were actually looking into?
The question was related to a timestamp of 2:27:40 a.m.
Yep.
And an internet query that appeared to have occurred at that time. There was no other information on the device that suggested that that internet query had occurred at that time. So we wanted to know how relevant is that timestamp to when the query happened. So I was able to take test devices, recreate test data to find out exactly what this timestamp meant, and discovered that it was actually the timestamp that the tab within the browser was brought into focus and had no relevance to when the actual web query
It's the wrong browser.
So after you looked into the issue and came to a determination or opinion, did you reach back out to Mr. Green?
Eventually, yes, I did. After I provided information to the troopers, I wrote a blog that covered this information because there was another examiner in Europe who had a very similar question, and I realized that this is a relatively common point of confusion. And then eventually I reached out to Richard Green, offering to speak to him about this issue and clear up any confusion, but never received a response.
He was the one that called fucking Whiffen in the first place to clarify that search. He did. And Ian Whiffen lied in this testimony. Lied.
You showed us a tab that was opened at 2:27:40, and it had something to do with Hawkmock Sports?
Yes.
No, it didn't.
In your opinion, to a reasonable degree of scientific certainty, was that the same tab, that 2:27:40 tab open for Hawkmock Sports, was that the same tab that later was used for searches or attempted searches at 6:23:51 and at 6:24 relative to how long or how's long to die in cold?
I believe it was, yes.
Was your opinion limited to analysis of reports generated by companies like Celebrite or Axiom?
It wasn't, no. I went into the data, looked at the various different databases, different files that were in use, tested it across many different devices to make sure that my understanding and analysis of it was correct.
And finally, those attempted searches at 6:23, 6:24, you mentioned that information at some point was deleted from the phone?
The only records that were deleted were the browser state database records. Yeah, they were deleted from the device.
Do you have an opinion to a reasonable degree of scientific certainty whether or not that information was removed as a natural application of the phone, or was it because somebody took the phone and actually deleted it by hand?
So again, I don't believe it's possible, given the situation and the information that's available, that it would have been possible for the user to delete it.
In your studies, in your position, is there any viable dispute in the forensic data scientific community about that issue?
I don't believe there is anymore.
Now, you got involved in this case because you received a complaint from a consumer.
I received a question from a consumer, yes.
And you attempted to resolve that?
Correct.
A consumer.
Other than that source, have you received any information, feedback, opinions that would make this issue in any way dispute?
Yeah, I received a very similar question from an examiner in Europe. Fairly similar circumstances with a case and with a timestamp that didn't make sense, that was originating from the same database. I applied the same logic and theory to his question, and he confirmed it solved the issue for him. It all made sense then.
And since then, has in your world, academic and research world, forensic data science, other than the person who originally raised the question, has there been any dispute brought to you by anybody about your conclusions about when the search actually happened?
No. If anything, I've heard people who have confirmed the research that I did.
Oh, okay. Really? Interesting.
Okay.
Now play his first fucking testimony. Come on. Let's be transparent here.
Carrie, you there?
I'm here.
Okay.
You can't see me.
Okay.
I'm covered by my chats. Oh, there I am.
There you are.
No, I liked it the other way.
Yeah,
when you were coming.
like I said, I don't know what more you would need to hear than that. I really don't. I just want to read these because this is kind of what we're dealing with, right? And I'm not trying to be petty or anything, but this is
no.
This is why I think it's so sad. I mean, we just heard Ian Whiffen explain everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
The testimony is consistent and it's clear.
Mm-hmm.
How long? There was no how's long at 2:27. It happened at 6:23 and 6:24. No one testified otherwise. The defense did not call anyone to take the stand and say that it happened because they know it didn't. And these are I was just glancing at Will's chat again, the glare, and these are the comments that I'm reading. Who can take him seriously? He sounds like a 13-year-old boy. Morrissey had plenty of money he's collected, which he uses to follow the money. Ian Whiffen erased 2:27. So that is why.
Let me address that real quickly. So
So I know you guys don't understand some of, the naysayers really, I feel like don't want to understand or
Oh,
maybe don't want
no.
to take the time to understand what actually happened.
Don't want to
But
take
like I
the time.
said, the first time the extraction was done, 227 timestamp did not come up, right? Then the software update happened and the parsing of the data changed. And that's when they were parsing last tab open timestamps in Google searches. And they were showing up in the same section. However,
you say parsing or how do you say parsing? I say ouch. Sorry. And I forgot the word. Altering, yeah. Parsing, altering. Tampering, that's the word, tampering. Interchangeable, apparently. Interchangeable.
both Jessica Hyde and Ian Whiffen said that a data report is a tool.
No.
It is not.
I've not invested fucking more than 10 minutes in this. No.
It is not something to use and just look at for just a regular Joe Schmo person to know what it is. You actually have to have it analyzed. And so that's where the expertise comes in. And most experts understood this concept. Richard Green, I don't know if he didn't understand the concept. I know Ian Whiffen that Cellbrite had offered him to get certified in Cellbrite. And as far as I'm aware, that was
he wasn't
declined by Richard Green. But yeah. So what they did is they did a new software update where it was not doing last tab open timestamp polls, right? So that's what happened. That's the technology behind it. So you can ignore it, or you can be open-minded and really try and wrap your mind around why the world-renowned company Cellbrite is correct.
And Richard, again, this did not just happen. Oh, I'm sorry, Julie. You can
go ahead. No, go ahead.
Okay. This wasn't just a problem in this case. Like that clip was there, right, where he talks about the other.
Yes.
So
to him.
These bitches have their own
happening in other areas of the world. He was getting these calls.
Right.
So
they just come together.
They did not delete or change the program for Karen Reed. I mean, come on, guys. Yeah, for Jen McCabe. Sorry. They did not change that. It's $1 billion company. Do you know what they would be putting at stake if they changed that program for one court case because they were trying to get a certain outcome? They're putting the entire company on the line.
And I really know how powerful the McAlberts are.
Right.
Oh my God.
I think a lot of it came from the way the field was labeled last time viewed. And that's why a lot of people thought that it was the last time she viewed the search. Richard Green did that with the clocks too. Do you remember in trial 1? We were trying to talk about the monotonic clock. And he did a beautiful job as well during his testimony explaining the clocks in the phone and that you have to actually do an offset, right? So you have to do a calculation.
Someone should drop Aussie Insider's link to this 227 Google search into their chat. Oh, that's a good idea, Jay. Maybe I'll do that. Oh, what was that? Defense Witness 94. Michael Easter. Hang on. Which trial are you talking about? There wasn't 94 defense witnesses in Karen Reed. I know Michael Easter, but please explain. Okay. So he was actually labelled as 94, but they never called him. I'm with you. Quiffen. Oh, can we call him Quiffen? Quiffen. Don't make me explain that.
So Richard Green, I don't know if he's inept, if he's just not a good data analyst, or if it was on purpose. I really don't know, because he did with 227 what he did with the clocks too. Remember, because they wanted him to arrive earlier.
Yeah.
And that was, we found out in trial 2 when Ian explained it, this was a person who was misinterpreting the data once again, and that was data that had come out of that axiom.
You missed my my meme earlier. It's incontinence. When you can't control, and you say how many times you use the word cunt. Incontinence.
Report as well.
That's good.
And that's another point too. Celebrate is not the only one that changed their program to make this clearer, to make that tab, so it wouldn't be so confusing. Everyone has, and I think the only people that haven't actually changed the program is Axiom, right? But they did update their manual. Was it Axiom?
Actually, it was right. They didn't teach it. It's still there. However, when you look at their manual, they explain it a little bit differently than Cellbrite was explaining it. So it showed up there as well. But when you looked at the manual, it basically told you, hey, this might not be inaccurate. You need to do more analysis. You can't just go by this timestamp. So, and he knew that. I don't know. I don't know. I think some of these defense experts just are paid. They're paid advocates, and it is interesting that he just disappeared. I mean, if what he did was so reliable, then why wasn't he in trial too? I mean, someone should ask Karen that. Where'd your boy Richie go? Not my
I did
boss, the other one.
She said Ian with an answer.
Yeah. You're right. She said that. So.
Maybe it's nasties.
I have a few more things. I think maybe we should do mine in part 2, and I will let G do her thing because I still have the people in the house, and then I have the decorated dude, Brian Higgins.
Yes, all that's really good stuff too. So I think that's good. We're saving it till next time.
Save it. Maybe we'll do another night in the next couple nights, and I'll let G do her thing.
I can hold on. Let me think what I want to cover then, because I can cut mine in half too. I'll do Tuesday. I sent it kind of on 2 separate things. I'll do my second talking point outline. I'll save this first one.
All right.
Put it in. I'll save it for next week whenever we decide to do it. So let me pull that up.
And I'll put
so you'll only need to play those clips.
The second.
So second talking point.
Okay.
So what I wanted to talk about was number 42. And the reason I wanted to talk about this is because I had already kind of covered this in detail on Twitter. So, or at least part of it. So I just kind of wanted to add to it. So 42, in her filing, or in her complaint, 42 says, while Miss Roberts joined Miss Reed with administering CPR, Miss McCabe did not help or even approach Mr. O'Keefe. Rather, she sat in the cab of the vehicle, called 911, and reported that there's a man passed out in the snow. Okay, so I'm splitting this part in half. Okay, so I'm just going to address that part for right now.
I'm there.
So first of all, my question about this is, I really want to know how the insurance companies feel about these lies that are so easily disproven. The attorneys for the insurance company, how they're going to feel about. I mean, this is unequivocally false, and it's so easy to prove.
Is it?
It really makes me wonder how those attorneys are going to feel about Karen and her attorneys.
Yes.
Saying things like this. But this is not for her auto insurance, though, right? This is the other. Never mind. This is a complaint against the witnesses. Okay, forget it. Forget what I just said.
That's a good point, because during that one interview, her new attorney, or was it during the hearing? I can't remember, but one of them said that Karen has repeatedly told the same story.
Yeah.
And that's not true. I mean, how many versions are we on?
Yeah. But if you can play that first clip Tuesday, the Gen CPR.
It's the one with Carrie.
It should be clip number. Oh shoot! I didn't. Hold on. I have it.
The blanket one.
No, it should say Gen CPR. It should be labeled Gen CPR.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
How long did you give chest compressions for to Mr. O'Keefe?
Oh, I can't be sure. I would say 4 minutes, 5 minutes while we were waiting for the EMTs. I had Jen take over at one point.
Briefly, what was the temperature like and the visibility like?
The temperature was freezing because I remember at one point I couldn't feel my knees, which is why I had Jen take over. And it's the wind.
When you see Carrie removing the snow from John's face, what do you do?
I was frozen. I was shocked. I couldn't believe that was him just lying.
Shock and horror.
Tell us what you're seeing.
What do I see? I see Carrie just wiping the snow off. Karen had straddled him and had lifted her shirt and his shirt and was laying on him, and Carrie was screaming at her to get off of him. And I was literally just stunned, and there he was.
What did John look like when you saw him?
I couldn't see much about his face because the rest was snow and Karen was moving over him, but he just looked like just him, just like frozen.
What did you do?
At first, I just stood there for a minute because I couldn't believe it was him. And then Carrie Roberts and I made eye contact, and I knew. I was like, all right, I'm going to call 911. But I think I knew in that moment that John, was dead.
No, you have to. You have
Did
to
you call
explain
911?
now why you said what you said on the 911 call.
Yeah, I started to call 911, and Carrie and Karen were just screaming, and so I walked back towards Carrie's car, and then Carrie was also yelling at me to go to the back of the car to look for blankets and towels. So as I was calling 911, I was at the back of the car looking for the towels and the blankets to bring over to Carrie. And while I was doing that, I believe 911.
Jen McCabe actually did give CPR. Samantha Beningo found it on the dash cam video. It's very hard, very easy to miss because it was like a grainy video, and it was a 5-second thing that you easily missed. But yeah, she did actually give CPR, and I was the first one to put my hand up for it, because I didn't believe it either.
Answered.
Did you speak to 911?
I did, yes.
Did you get the towels and blankets that Carrie had requested?
I did, yes.
After your phone calls 911 and you had the towels and blankets, tell us what happens next.
So after I called 911, I went back over to Carrie, Karen, and John. And at that point, Carrie asked if I would take over compressions. So she got up and I started doing compressions, and Karen was doing mouth to mouth.
Yeah.
When you started doing compressions, were you touching John over his clothes or touching his skin?
No, I had my hands.
I don't remember.
Hands.
Did you at that point get a chance to touch John's body and see how it felt temperature-wise?
I just remember when I was doing the compressions, I don't really know how to explain it. It just felt very funny.
I'm sorry.
It just wasn't like normal. I don't.
Was it because rigor mortis had set in? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I can't think of
Teresia. So Teresia's been here since the very beginning, and she didn't like Karen Reid's trial, the first one. So was adamantly opposed to me doing the second one, but her dedication and loyalty, she sat through every fucking one of them with me. But even Teresia has kept an open mind about all this shit that's coming out now, because she was of the same belief that she thought Karen had done it, and probably still does, and she's absolutely entitled to that opinion. But these fuckwits,
how to describe the way it felt when I was trying to press down, but it was like resistance.
How long did you try to give compressions and give aid to John for?
Until the police came.
Mr. Brennan, why don't we end here?
Thank you.
Well, as I got to my destination, I saw 3 people on the lawn of
who the fuck was this guy?
in the snow.
I can't remember him.
Waving at me.
And initially, when you see these 3 people in the snow, do you have any idea sort of who they are, or male, female, anything like that?
There were 3 women, and I later learned there was a male subject on the
I
ground.
can hear music again. It must be one of them.
Okay, and sorry, I thought I had removed the music from that before I sent it to Tuesday. But so again, 3 different people describing
your mic, bitch.
Jen. Jen is there as well, of course.
You sound a little staticky.
Oh, this is nearly finished.
Is that just my AirPods died? So I am trying to hold on. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. You're just staticky. Can you hear, guys?
Staticky.
I sound staticky. My AirPods died.
Maybe should we just get to this next time then?
Yeah, that's fine. We can do this next time.
We'll start with that.
Yeah.
You ladies are doing great. There's so much truth to get out there. Oh, bless. Love it. Support.
This weekend?
Yeah, we'll do it the weekend. Yeah, we'll do part 2.
Yeah, sounds good.
Oh, so when's part 2 coming
I
out?
I don't want what you have to say get missed at all.
Yeah.
Okay. Carrie, did you want to mention what were we doing for the donation? Oh, if you guys have questions.
No, I can't do anymore. Sorry. So when is their next? Hang on. Let's go back. Should we subscribe? I don't want to subscribe. I don't want to subscribe. Yeah. But then how am I get notified? The forensic room. Oh. Karen Reed's defense team has some explaining to do. Oh, the Pepperdine 4. Ah, now I know the reference. Sorry. Gotcha. Gotcha. Right. So have they had this? Oh, you said they changed the name. Murder defendant Karen Reed continues to live like, what does it say?
Doesn't it feel
A
sometimes
celebrity.
like your brother's forgotten in all of this?
Absolutely. All the time.
Oh, God, not that. No. Oh, so you can't see what I'm saying. Sorry. Or can you? Oh, yeah, you can. Bugger. Oh, that's what I was looking for. The fucking. So when's their next one scheduled for? Upcoming part 2. Notifications. The lies and omissions in Karen Reed's lawsuit complaint. Oh. So they're going, why are they dealing with the criminal evidence if it's the civil trial that they're... Doesn't make sense. So 12 p.m. So that's 8 p.m. tonight, your time. Okay. I can do that. Possibly. Well, stay tuned then, peeps. Stay tuned. Oh, dear. All right. Well, you were going to be redirected to Brandy and Tya's conspiracy stream, but they don't have it up yet, unfortunately. So I can't do it. But whilst you're here and whilst I remember, let me just get rid of this shit. We are doing, so Brandy and Tya have agreed to do like a weekly update segment. Yeah. 30th plus 24. They're doing a every Sunday night at 8 p.m. your time, Eastern Standard Time. We will be doing a regular catch up. So they're going to do updates on what's happening over there in Batcher County. Now they've got quite a few court dates this week coming up. They have Brandy's grandchildren again this week, and Tya's got one of her daughters court appearances. So they've got a fair bit on this week, but yeah. First one this Saturday night, 8 p.m. And I think we're going to go over like we're trying to do just a bit of one aspect at a time, because it's so involved. Like there's so many goddamn facets to this. It's ridiculous. Like at every level. They did, if you want to go and have a look on their YouTube channel, they did a big CPS and family court stream a couple of days ago. And it actually, the chicks showed it that was on there, said something like 70% of, like she'd done these statistics, 70% of children who had been involved in domestic violence complaints and shit with the CPS were returned to the abusing parent. So, yeah. So yes, we're going to do the medical history, the doctors, so the medical aspect of it, because they are involved in the distribution initially of all the opiates and the flooding of opiates, and now they have set up like one of the doctors is on the board of the NHS, and they've set up non-for-profit like community programs and shit, and they are promoting the Suboxone. I can never say the name. They are promoting that now through the community centres that they have a vested interest in, a financial interest in. All right. The corruption goes that far. There is actual monetary incentives for CPS to place children into foster care and take them away from normal parents. Normal parents, not doing anything wrong, nothing. What have we got? Thanks, Emmy. Yes, there was a cat's tail earlier. I didn't. Oh, didn't you miss it? There was a cat's tail that went across the screen. I swear. I didn't watch the glare much, but I watched this here. Yes. What are we watching? Noon on Monday to avoid turtle bell glare. Noon on Monday. If you see, what am I talking about? Studley Paul? What? What am I missing? I've missed this chat. Sorry. Only though there's 4 ladies in the Commonwealth team, they would have won. Yes. Don't do it. Got a sub to... Oh, okay. Got a sub to chat over there. No, I didn't sub. You're going to troll them. Oh, you are the ultimate lurker. You will be found. Yeah, don't know. Probably none, because none of us really give a fuck about them. Studley Paul. Okay. Noon on Monday. I've got something. Yes, noon on Monday. Yes, me. I'm right. Oh, I'm with it now. Penny's dropped. Don't dumb shame me. It's 2 o'clock in the morning here, right? Don't dumb shame me. Because this is happening. Yes. Bugger, hang on. You're supposed to. You can't see it with the goddamn thing up there. There you go. Yes. I can't brain today. I have the dumb. It was early this morning, yes. Might have the link. Oh. Really? Fuck yes. Fuck yeah. Because this is really freaking me out. The two trials that I've chosen, or the 2 cases that I've chosen to follow, is the one out of Kentucky with the sheriff shooting the judge, and one that is Australian, like 30 years old massacre that happened in Tasmania. And I had never, ever heard of MK Ultra before, ever in my life, until I heard it on the 30-year-old case. They were querying whether or not he had had any treatment, so to speak. Because one of the psychiatrists or psychologists that evaluated him was linked to MK Ultra. And then no sooner do I do that and I start in Kentucky, and Tya she was like through the gifted child program, which is run by MK Ultra. I should put those links in the chat, actually, in the description. I might do that. The guy in the video looks like, yeah, well, duh. I would love to see that. Absolutely. Love to see that. And it's to do with the Brian Walsh. Interesting. Well, you all have yourself a motherfucking fine Saturday, because it's Saturday night here, or Sunday morning, sorry, and it's my no-nice time. No-nice time for Jodie. So thank you for joining me. It's been a fucking blast. I just did not have time during the week to even scratch myself, so I apologize. So Sunday night I'll see you, and I think Tanya said Wednesday night. Yes, for the next Martin Bryant. Oh, they are starting to censor. Like, they have actually blocked the WASP files, Paul Motor, who's been researching the Port Arthur massacre for 9 years, and all of his content is basically Martin Bryant and what really happened. Yeah, they've pretty much shut him down. They're, and all of my videos that I've done, all my streams that I've done, they have pinged them on copyright. Interesting. Why would you seal the files for 99 years and then stop anyone from telling the truth? Don't know. All right. Bitches be bitchin', wenches be wenching, lurkers be lurking. I'll see you when I'm looking at ya. Hot star. Love you, star. Bitches. Bye-bye.
Hey there, thanks for stopping in. We hope you will join us again. We all look forward to next time. We get to talk about true crime. Clues. Justice served in an honest fight. True crime tales till the verdict's right. Solving more than just trivial quests, where sentences rule and the defense rests. Our true crime family is great. All types of topics we debate. Smash that like and ring that bell. Hit subscribe, you might as well.